Hey everyone, good morning. It's your girl Denise. It is October 13th, Monday, and we are here for a very early edition of Monday Night Raw. Many of you guys know that Raw is over in Perth, Australia today. So because of that, Raw is starting off a lot earlier here in the United States. So if you are on the West Coast, it is currently 5 a.m. If you are over on the East Coast, it is 8 a.m. for you guys. And then like the rest of the world definitely has a stronger start time. So congratulations. But we're here. Not much has been announced for Monday Night Raw. The biggest thing is that Dominic is defending the Intercontinental Championship against Penta. So it's not like not much else has really been announced, but it is following Crown Jewel. Crown Jewel was not a bad show at all. And so I hope that they have a pretty good follow-up to a pretty decent show that we just saw a few days ago. So let's do this. Yeah. By the way, we got Sheldon Jackson who says, he says, and new IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, the Alpha Konosuke Takeshita. Hey, yo, congratulations. That's the homie right there. Takeshita is the shit. So I'm so happy that he got that massive moment. Thank you, Sheldon. All right, let me get the audio up. All right, we also got Matt Ragiel here who says, got my morning coffee in here for another DWO watch along BTW. I still hate Dark State. I woke up this morning and I was like, curse you, Dark State. I was literally thinking that this morning when I woke up. So I get it, Matt Ragiel. I'm with you. Thank you, Matt. All righty. Hey, let's give some shout outs, man. Who's here today? We got Manuel. What up, Manuel? We got Anthony Soli in here. Ryan Sully says Adam Pearce announced stuff 1 hour ago. Yeah, I was not gonna see that. I usually just go to WWE.com and like whatever they have on their preview page is what I know is happening on the show. I don't check social media. I check their website. I literally check their website. What's up to, let's see who we got in here. We got Ryan Sully, we got Neon Crunchy, we got Bill W. from New York. Hey, what's up, Mark McKitty? We also got Ahmad Ali, who's in here with us. We got Ron Stella, who says, OMG, I'm up. You're like, I made it. We got Eric Diaz. What's up, Eric? We also got Bill W. from New York. We got Eric Diaz. We got KJ in here, Christopher LeClaire, Charles Credo, Bill W. from New York. Jesus Christ, we got a lot of people that are normally in here. I wasn't sure what today's viewership was gonna look like. I was like, yo, it's gonna be me and like one other person. Malik Pope, what's up, Malik? Thank you so much for joining. Says, hey, good morning. Can't have you on my TV today. Gotta have my Netflix on my TV. I gotta make some coffee. Do you, Malik? Do you? As long as you're here, I don't care where you have me. We got Courtney Farr who's here. Shout out to Eric Diaz who's watching at 7 a.m. So I'm assuming you're Central Time. Yeah, that sounds about right. We also got Chris Chaos who says, I feel like we were all just here. Yo, me too. It feels like I just hit pause and relaxed for like an hour and came back. That's literally how I feel. I feel you. So it's funny that you're feeling it and that I'm feeling it too. So funny. We also got Brent Hockey with us. Says, good morning, Denise. How are you doing? It's lunchtime here in the UK. I'm so happy for the folks over in the UK that get to watch at a nice, decent little hour here. You guys always go through the shitter when it comes to hours, so I'm very happy for you. We got Kyle Taylor Richardson, who says, Raw starting at a reasonable time for the UK. My birthday, woohoo! Hey! Happy birthday, Kyle! Yeah! Happy birthday, man. I hope you have a good one. We also got Juan Ortega in the building, also giving out some love to the Alpha Konosuke Takeshita. We also got Nishi Emmanuel here, who says it's 11 p.m. in Melbourne, Australia. Incredible. Thank you, Nishi. We got Rodell Media over on the Twitch side. What's up, bro? We got Marshman96 says I should go to Dunkin'. You should. I already had my breakfast today. I had eggs, hash brown, and toast, and a nice cinnamon coffee. So off to a good start. Hey, we got Texman210. What's up, bro? How you doing, man? We got Sam BH who says a nice lunchtime viewing from the UK. I imagine everybody in the UK right now with like a nice little sandwich, maybe some tea, watching Monday Night Raw. That is how I visualize you guys at the moment. Chris Robinson says it's way too early for WWE. Yeah, it feels a little weird. Like, my brain hasn't really adjusted to the fact that I'm watching Raw. Like, I know I'm watching something, but what am I watching? No idea. So we got Benoit Richter in here. What's up, Benoit? Hope you're doing well, man. He says we got XM Popular in here. We got Jordy Griffin. We got Robert Rodriguez says woke up because my cat is my best alarm. Yo, I feel like cats never sleep. I feel like they're always up, like 24/7. We also got XC Trek Jedi. We got Matt Raikeel says always here for the watch alongs. Matt Raikeel's a ride or die, bro. Ride or die. So thank you so much, Matt. I'm also waiting because in 15 minutes, by the way, Taylor Swift's going to be making an announcement on Good Morning America. I think it's in 15 minutes, yeah, because they said 8:20 Eastern time. Yeah. He'll be making an announcement on Good Morning America in 10 minutes, or no, 15 minutes. So I'm curious to see what that's going to be. Thankfully, I'm up, so I'll be able to see the news. Normally, I would have slept through the news, but I'm here and I'm ready. We also got Raphael Smith with us. We got Jonathan Tafila. He says it's 2 p.m. where he's at in Botswana. And that roars, of course, for Rhea Ripley. We got Janica in here. What's up, Janica? We got Meat Cakes. We got Adiolo Mini. He says, did you just wake up? Rude! Guys, just because I don't have eyeliner, okay, does not mean I just woke up, by the way. I woke up at 3:40 a.m. is when my alarm rang, and I got up at 3:55. By the way, never ask a woman if she just woke up or looks tired. Chances are she just took off an item off of her makeup from her face. Okay, just a heads up. All the women in here know. They're like, she's just not wearing eyeliner. And I knew it too. I was like, oh, someone's gonna think I just like woke up or I look tired because I don't have eyeliner on. And I also don't have a bright lipstick with a lip liner on. And I also didn't curl my eyelashes. So yes, guys, little touches like that make a big difference in someone's face. Oh, wow, hey, Seth Rollins has a very nice coat on today. It looks like, it reminds me of Taylor Swift's Evermore era with like those brown, thick textures. She does more she does like a plaid. This kind of looks like a plaid, but the squares are a little bit smaller, you know? So it's like, but it's similar though to like I don't know, it's giving me Evermore vibes. It's 100% Evermore vibes for me. Anyways, we got Bill W from New York says, I just watched the Santana versus Trick match. I fell asleep last night. Oh no, did you really? Well, it was probably late for you since you were in New York, so yeah, I get it. I hope you enjoyed it though. We also got Boomers United says, we all kids feels like we're waking up Saturday morning to watch cartoons. Shh, we gotta be quiet or we don't want to wake up mom and dad. Thanks, Boomers Unite. Daniel Tony says, Denise, you a beast. I'm going back to bed. Had to say hi. Go back to bed, Daniel. Honestly, go back to bed. Enjoy yourself, man. Go back to bed. You gotta get your beauty sleep. We got Jared Palmer in here. We got Joe who says it's 4 a.m. for him. Are you like in Hawaii? I'm trying to think everyone. I'm trying to guess people's time zones. We got Malcolm Kobe in the house. Says, good morning. I'm fresh off work, 7 a.m. here. Yo, are you graveyard shift? I'm assuming, right? Since you said you're fresh off work. We also got LeBron James jump. We got Mond in here. Chris Chaos says, for real, I had my alarm set for New Japan and fell asleep, but woke up in time to see Takeshita win. Nice, nice. We also got Big G in here. What's up, Big G? We got Pobre Trainee here who says, wait, where's Raw today? It's still in Perth, Australia. Yeah. We also got Angel here who says, good morning from San Diego, 5 in the morning. Let's go, Angel, my fellow West Coast peep out here in Cali. We're going, back to Cali. All right, we're starting the day off with a Vision promo. Hey, bro, it's 5 a.m. today. Oh, I got to be nice to Steph today. I got to be nice. But I will say this, it's 5 a.m. here. We need a kick-ass promo from the Vision. But you guys gotta give me something good today. I won't tolerate anything less. My tolerance level is a lot lower in the mornings. We also got Brian McGee. Good morning, Brian. Good morning to Super Fro. Raphael Smith, Ryan Soley. We also got Face Danielle. And yeah, we pretty much already know what happened in New Japan. We had people already telling us congratulations to Takeshita. I wasn't going to see it because I was asleep, so. We got Peter Von Week. What's up, Peter? We got Face Danya. We got Dawn. Good morning, Dawn. We also got a... Oh, wait, hold on. That's about to talk. Shout out to Shovel One, Benjamin.
Welcome to Monday Night Raw.
Early as fuck, Raw. Good morning, Derek Diaz, Spike Hunter, Scott Collins, Double S, Ulysses, Bailey Darley's here. What's up, Bailey? We got, let's see, we got Sam BH, we got Jay Grau, we got our mom, we got Bill W. What's up, Timothy, who's watching all the way from England?
And in case you wankers don't know...
Oh, now he's calling the fans wankers. I don't know, Seth. I
am the Crown Jewel Champion. I am the World Heavyweight Champion. I am a revolutionary. I am a visionary.
Crowd's hyped again today. 3 days in a row of the very hyped Perth, Australia crowd, by the way.
And this is the Vision.
Davi also says congrats to Siri as well.
Vision. And while tonight is about me, I want to take a moment to recognize the greatness that is standing
so dumb.
in this
Wow.
ring.
I was looking at that and I was like, why does he look super bloated? I just realized he's wearing the Crown Jewel Championship. I was like, why does he look so big? I'm like, Seth is not big like that. It's the championship belt. It like blended into his outfit.
My oracle.
But I also think he's wearing a lot of layers.
A wise man forsaken by his tribal chief, betrayed by his best friend. You came to me in a moment of need. I took you in, and with my vision, together we have solidified you as the undisputed GOAT.
Well, they got 8 set of eyes there, so they might as well be like full-on Vision. Got a lot of eyes.
Man for being in your presence.
Robert says, girl, sounds like you need more caffeine. I know. I was like, why does Seth look like that? So shout out to Rick Bull, who's here with us. We got Arted Gamey. What's up, Arted? Gave him a kiss on his little bald head. Don wonders if he's turning on Paul.
Ain't no shame, baby. Ain't no shame in that.
Paul was a little like, we don't win. I don't know if I'm going to be here for you.
And this man right here.
That he just kissed him on his bald head.
Give me a little tweet. Give me a little tweet.
Wait, what was that bark by Seth? You got to give it a little bit more of a, you know, a little bit more of a growl in there.
Six months ago, Braun Breaker, there were whispers about potential. You came to me, and with my vision, you have flourished. You have flourished and become everything
I mean,
I thought you could be. And
before he was with,
doubt,
he was Intercontinental Champion. He currently has no championship.
This industry.
Just a heads up. You know, Seth won, but Did Braun win a title?
And
I don't think
then-
so. Bronson Reed. Now, Bronson Reed has something to be proud of. He defeated Roman Reigns. He does have something to celebrate.
Bronson Reed. Oh, Auszilla, right? The Auszilla. 6 months ago, you were on the shelf. You couldn't have beat Roman Reigns.
Oh, they're saying Bronson. Bronson, Bronson. Bronson.
You could not have beat Roman Reigns.
Bronzilla,
6
exactly.
months ago.
Bronzilla, let's go.
But with my vision, I gave you every bit of knowledge I had about Roman Reigns. Not only did you beat Roman Reigns, you destroyed Roman Reigns. You embarrassed Roman Reigns. You are the new tribal chief.
I mean, I don't know about all of that. He did, you know, beat Roman Reigns and all, but I don't know about all this. I don't know about being the new tribal chief or anything like that.
That brings me to, Oh.
Already some CM Punk chants. That's a really nice CM Punk sign, by the way, that person has.
First, look, I got a couple of questions for you, all right? I got two questions. First one, are you ready? This is a pop quiz. I know you're not very smart, but we're gonna try this out anyway.
After they were like out there cheering for Seth, now he's like, you guys aren't very smart.
Who is the greatest world heavyweight champion of all time, and why is it me?
I hope we get someone interrupting here,
Paul, Roman Reigns,
but I don't know.
he likes to say there are levels to this game.
And there are. He's so right. Roman's right when he
Well,
says
at
that.
this very moment, there is nobody on my level. The difference between me and all the other greats of my generation is that I haven't needed anyone
Bruh,
to get my
you got 3
success.
people in there with you. Like, they've helped in other ways in other matches.
Roman
And last night you
Reigns.
used the watch. I mean, the night before that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, see, the crowd's like, bullshit. Finally, this crowd's like reacting appropriately.
Look, I'm gonna spit some straight facts at you.
Everyone's
It ain't
saying,
BS.
wrap this up, man.
Roman
I gotta be
Reigns
nice to Seth
needed
today,
the
guys.
Shield.
I
Roman
promised Tracy,
Reigns
so
needed the
I'm not.
Cody Rhodes
I'll save my thoughts
needed
on
me
Seth's
to help
promo
him
for the
beat
post
Roman
show.
Reigns.
But it's literally
I've never
every.
needed anybody.
It's the same
I
Seth
don't
promo
need
every
Bronson
week.
Reed. I don't need
That's not
Braun
mean. That's
Breaker.
just
I don't
a
need
statement.
Paul Heyman.
Wait, did he just say you don't need Paul
Punk and
Heyman?
Roman Reigns at WrestleMania on my own. I won the World Heavyweight Championship on my own. I trounced Cody Rhodes with one good arm on my own.
Seth's like, I'm all grown up.
Facts.
I can
I
do
don't
things all by
need
myself.
anybody. I don't need the men in this ring. I have chosen the men in this ring, and they have chosen me because I am a visionary.
He's like the little kid from
a
Big Daddy.
revolutionary.
I want my
am
own
the
ass.
greatest
I
to
want
ever
my
do
own
it.
ass.
I am Seth.
Shout out to Big Daddy. I love that movie. I want my own ass. That's literally the little kid from Big Daddy. Robert says that I'm a real boy. Shout out to Pinocchio. Pinocchio's adorable. All right. Hey, yo. Ron Stallop says almost at the 20-minute mark. All right. Someone summarize that promo. The best person who summarizes it wins the trophy for today. Okay? You will literally get yourself a little trophy for today for our best summary of this promo.
Victory lap that is going to last a long, long time.
Eric Diaz says, haha, Big Daddy reference. Oh, it's one of my favorite movies of all time. I love Big Daddy.
At Crown Jewel this past Saturday.
All right, also, let's see.
In the glow.
Lewis says, did he stop? Did he stop? I wiped my own ass, made me cry. What a callback. I told you, I love that movie. Like, I know that movie like the back of my hand. It's a good fucking movie. And that part always gets me. I wiped my own ass, but I wiped my own ass. If you guys haven't seen Big Daddy with Adam Sandler, I'm pretty sure most of you guys have. It's been around for a very long time. Go and watch it. If you haven't seen it in this couple of years, go and watch it. It's a good one. Plus, they also have my favorite song on that movie, so good stuff there all around. Anayola Mini says, I wanted Ilya to come back. Yo, I can't wait for Ilya Dragunov to come back. We were doing the math like a couple months ago, and it looks like it's about that time for Ilya to come back. You know? Hey, yo, there's Penta. You think Penta's winning today? Or you think they'll push it? Rusev?
Should be me having this match tonight. I already beat you, and the little baby boy Dom cheated me out of my title. But yet it's you having this match tonight. But maybe I'll allow it. Maybe I'll allow it because I already talked to Pierce, and he promised me that I will face the winner of tonight's match. And if there happens to be you, don't think for a second that I forgot about that kick last week. So I want to give you a piece of advice. Pray. Pendejo.
I like how Penta just said one word, and one word was like super effective. Dominic casually on his way to his match. All right, that was funny. And Rusev didn't even notice. I always feel like every time Rusev pops up, I kind of always forget that he's there. But then he pops up and I'm like, oh yeah, Rusev. Yeah, you know what, guys? I'm definitely not expecting a title change today. I'm just not. I kind of was considering it. I was maybe like 50-50 earlier in the day. Now not so much. Not so much. All right, by the way, we got Tracy WV. Good morning, Tracy. She says breakfast equals chocolate cake and ice cream bean. Love being an adult. Yo, Tracy's living, man. Wow, I was going to say, I don't think I've ever had chocolate cake and ice cream for breakfast. But hey, those are the perks of being an adult, right? Like, no one gets to tell you. Who's going to yell at you? Nobody. Live it up, Tracy. YOLO. Okay, I really hate that I said YOLO, but like, it fits, you know, it fits. It fits at the current moment in time.
Events the Intercontinental Championship against the high-flying Penta, live on Netflix.
Alrighty, hold on one second. Getting this ready. All right. I'm going to mute the commercials. We got about 2 minutes and 56 seconds of commercials. Let me catch up with what everyone's saying here. We got Larissa Turo Mendez, DWO member for 19 months. Says, who's ready for Monday Morning Raw? I have higher standards for Raw today because it is such an early show. So I hope that I want to feel like it's worth it. You know, one of the things that I was talking about for Crown Jewel 2 days ago was how I felt like I didn't regret waking up so early to watch the show because we got like a lot of really good matches. Monday Night Raw is obviously not going to be like as good as Crown Jewel, at least I don't think so, but I still want to feel like it was worth waking up bright and early to watch the show because you know, like, it's very, very, I want it to be good. You know, I want it to be worth it. So hopefully it is. Thank you, Louise. Hey, we got Bailey Darley here who says, who's facing Seth? I would like Punk or LA Knight. Did they ever run back Seth Rollins and LA Knight after LA Knight had known that he was that he had gotten screwed? I don't remember if they ran that match back one-on-one or if they did like a triple threat or something. I don't remember if LA Knight got that one-on-one match. That's not a good thing if I don't remember. Whoops. So I'm actually not sure. I feel like the LA Knight Seth Rollins stuff kind of feels like it's past already. I don't really feel like they should resurface that. I've seen CM Punk, Seth Rollins way too many times, so we need to move on from that. I've been feeling that way for a very long time. Oh, thank you so much, Kyle and Jose. They said no, he hasn't. Right, because I was thinking, like, I felt like he had a match, like was involved in the match, but it wasn't like a one-on-one. Yeah, I feel like they could have done that a long time ago, especially because LA Knight was mad, as he should rightfully be when he found out that Seth Rollins' injury was a work, right? Thank you, Bailey. We also got Dave Jordan here who gifted a DWO membership. Thank you so much, Dave. We also got Mr. GRK Chef 13. Good morning. Says, at work, enjoy Raw. I will catch it tonight. By the way, has anyone seen if Taylor made her announcement already on Good Morning America? Because that should have happened 5 minutes ago. So let me see if she've already made the announcement here. Yeah! Okay. Wait. Hold on. Here it says, Justin, Good Morning America. All right. It says, okay. It says Taylor Swift is giving fans a behind-the-scenes look at her record-breaking Eras tour. Disney Plus, oh God, says Disney Plus will air a six-part docu-series on the Eras tour. 6 parts, guys. Oh, 6 parts of giving fans a behind-the-scenes looks at the inner workings of the tour that Taylor Swift performed in sold-out stadiums around the world from March 2023 through December 2024. The first 2 episodes of the docu-series will premiere on Disney Plus on December 12th, so the day before her birthday, with 2 episodes airing weekly for the next 2 weeks. Also on December 12th, Taylor Swift The Eras Tour, the final show, will premiere on Disney Plus, showing a full concert of Swift's final stop of the Eras Tour at Vancouver. I was almost going to go to that show, but I couldn't afford it. Oh my God. Then the final show also features the entire set of Swift's The Tortured Poets Department album, which she released during the Eras Tour for the first time. Both the Eras Tour docuseries and Vancouver concert were announced, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, I'm so excited. Let's fucking go. Hold on.
I've always thought that Michael
I can't believe we're gonna get 6 parts to the docu-series. Oh my God. All right, we're living large today, guys. We're living large. All right, that was worth waking up early in the morning for, guys. That was worth it. I didn't miss the announcement. I'm good. Thank you, Mr. GRK Chef 13. We also got Spike Hunter here, who's gifted 1 DWO membership. Spike, you're the best, man. Thank you, bro. Hope you're doing all right. Happy Monday. We also got Sammy Sawanpai Boone, who says, hey, Denise, Good Morning America. We'll have Taylor Swift announcement something right now. Yeah, I literally just saw. I was waiting for it. So, yeah, I'm so excited. Like, 6 parts. A look inside the Eras Tour is going to be so good. So good. And we kind of expected it, like the fans expected it, because you were seeing like cameras following her around. So it was pretty much speculated by the fans that we would get this. Thank you, Sammy.
And his opponent.
We got Well-Rounded Leo, who says, I'm sorry, I hate this crowd. Why are they cheering heels? This is why I believe the art of being a heel is dying. That always happens with Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is a heel who always gets cheered, and then he gets booed, and then he gets cheered. He's even mentioned it in his promos, where he gets cheered and booed, and then he makes fun of the crowd for basically being undecided. So that happens very often with Seth Rollins. Thank you, Well-Rounded Leo. We got Christian Lopez. Hey, Christian, good morning. As white and gold, Penta wins IC title. I'm calling it. Christian, I saw the white and gold gear, and it crossed my mind, but the reason why I don't think Penta's winning is after that confrontation with Rusev, it made me feel like they were doing that to tease the possibility that the match can happen, and it actually had the opposite effect on me. It made me feel like now Penta's not winning because they already teased the possibility of him and Rusev. You know what I'm saying? It had the reverse effect on me. But hopefully, I don't want to say hopefully I'm wrong, because if they want to stretch this out with Penta and Dominic, like, I'm good with that. Like, I'm good with them stretching it out, you know? Thank you so much, Christian. I appreciate the super chat, bro. Hey, good morning, Uncle Dog. It's so funny because, nice. I feel like I just saw all of you guys 20 minutes ago for fucking Impact. I mean, Bound for Glory. Hey, by the way, this match has gotten off like pretty fiery start here. Like, this has been exciting, like the opposite of dull. This has been a good start to this match. Like, Dominic, like, it's been 45 seconds and he just got back body dropped into a commentary table. And we're on a commercial break, so they can suck it now. Anyways, he says, what did I miss in the first 30 minutes? You missed a 20-minute promo by Seth Rollins, so make what you will of that. And not much else, because Dominic and Penta just started right now, and this is for the IC title. So you really haven't missed that much, to be honest. So if you just woke up and you just started watching Raw, you're good. Thank you, Uncle Donk.
On Monday Night Raw.
Well, if ever there is a time to come out of the block.
Jose says, Denise, rate Dom's neck tattoo on a scale of 1 to 10.
So
I saw it the other day when they posted the picture. Is it like it looks like a snake. Is it a snake? I glanced at it and I was like, oh, that's interesting. Honestly, it doesn't look bad. I mean, it's not something that I would get, but it doesn't look bad in my opinion. Someone says it's the mask. Oh! Wow. Sorry, I glanced at it very fast. I'm not really a tattoo person, so I didn't really care. But regardless, though, it didn't look bad to me. It could be worse. You know, we've seen some bad tattoos, and I don't feel like I can classify that as a bad tattoo.
But he can brawl with the best of them, Wade. Oh, goodness!
Ban that move immediately, along with the
yeah, we got Icy here. It says, dumb tattoos isn't bad. No, it's not. That's why, like, I looked at it, and I was like, I saw it on Facebook, and I was like, oh, cool. And pressed on with the day.
Penta, of course, has been challenging for the Intercontinental Championship from really all the way back in WrestleMania, the night that Dominic won. Remember the fatal four-way?
Challenging and failing because, quite simply, Dirty Dom is just too effective.
Jose Alvarado says Dom's got the neck tattoo. Now he just needs the pyro from Cody's entrance. The thing, though, is with Cody's tattoo, because it's got so much color. And because Cody doesn't, like... Because Dominic already has tattoos, you know? So it all sort of, like, blends together. Whereas Cody, it, like, stood out, you know? It really stands out. To this day, it's, like, obviously we've gotten used to it now, seeing Cody's tattoo. Like, we've gotten used to it.
Well, mullets and stashes are over in this country. That much we do now.
But, God, I still, like, the first time you see it, it looks like a giant sticker. You know? Like, who put that giant sticker on you, bro?
Big kick by Penta. And Dominic just trying to catch his breath. He's been hit by a tornado here.
Are we, here we go, we're back.
In Australia, and Wade, you're beginning to get the feeling, oh, I was going to say perhaps this might be Penta's night, but Dirty Dom continues to fight back, run into the corner.
Yeah, ripping off a million times and bounce back every single one of them, and he's doing it again now.
Well, Penta catches it with a kick. And it looks like Penta's just a step quicker than Dominic here
Uncle
tonight.
Dog says he has 0 tats. Me too. I don't have any tattoos at all. I like tattoos on other people, but not on me. Like, I don't think I'd ever get a tattoo. Plus, I think once you're like a certain age, if you haven't gotten a tattoo, you're probably not. Oh shit, I thought he was gonna slip there. Like, I've never been interested in getting a tattoo. Like, not even one of those cute little girl tattoos. You know what I'm saying? Like the ones where the little moon and the little stars, the little hearts or something.
In the clubhouse
Yeah,
of late,
I've never had an interest in it.
Well, I think Dominic has brought a lot of those tensions upon himself, Wade.
A lot of people are saying the rest of the Judgment Day are jealous of the champ.
Or maybe they're just sick of listening to him. Big kick by Penta.
No, they're sick of listening to you.
And Penta now, again with a step-up kick to the face, drops Dominic to the mat, and now Penta. A handstand into the kick to the chest.
And this has just been the Penta show from the off.
Cover. And a kick
Nice.
out by Dominic.
We got Ryan
Mysterio,
Stoley who
but
says,
again,
does your
you
husband
see
have any
Dominic's
tattoos?
grip on the
He does. He has
championship.
one tattoo.
Perhaps loosening a bit tonight.
He has no
Penta
weight.
been on fire.
Well, he's been on fire, but now
Yeah, he
Penta
has
looks
one
like he
tattoo.
may have exhausted himself with that flurry of attacks, and of course, with the lack of getting a pin, there is an element of Penta perhaps showing some real frustration now, and it's an
Manuel
opportunity
says not even
for
a Taylor
Dom to
Swift
reset and
tattoo.
try and get back in the fight.
Can you imagine? There's times where people ask me that, like if I'll ever get a Taylor Swift tattoo, and I always like to make a joke and scare people. I always tell people, like, yeah, my plan is to get like all of her albums tattooed on my back. And people always look at me like I'm crazy. And I'm like, yeah, ooh, obviously it's a fucking joke. I'm not gonna do that. But no,
What a move by the champ.
no. I'm telling you, I'm just not a tattoo person. Hey, what the hell? Guys, look who's in the chat. It's Reg. He says, cannot believe you are live right now, LMAO. Come join the stream, Reg. Come in here and say hi. Let's see what you look like in the morning. Reg is in his little bunny pajamas right now. Little bunny slippers. Got his little bunny butt, bunny ears. That's how I imagine Reg in bunny pajamas. Hopping to his weed and coffee in the morning. We know for a fact that's what's happening right now. Reg, come make a cameo. Reg is like, nah, fuck that. Everybody wants a Reg cameo.
He is just taking over as he sends Penta now.
Everyone wants to see Reg in his cute little bunny pajamas.
Underappreciated just how durable Dom is in that ring.
I cannot believe the growth in Dominic Mysterio over the past number of months.
I don't know if it was a game plan. There was an element of a rope-a-dope in that hot start. And
a count of 9, and Penta just beat the count back to the ring.
Ron Stolip says, Reg in the morning sounds like a TV series. Kate says it's a wake and bake time for Reg. That's a fact. Reg says, y'all are on drugs. I can't believe any of you are up for this. Why are you up, Reg? It's 5:36 a.m. in Oakland. What are you doing? Like, why are you up right now? Like, you should be asleep. We got LA3G4 says weed and coffee. That's a fact. Sorry, Reg, I'm about to spill the beans here. But Reg has stayed like 2 times at my house. And every single time he leaves to go smoke his weed and drink his little coffee. And then comes back and is like, good morning, everyone. I'm like, what were you doing? And he's like, oh, you know. So I know for a fact that Reg wakes up, has his little coffee, his morning walk, and smokes his little weed, and does that's the routine. Like, that's what Reg does. And unless Reg here wants to prove me wrong, I know that's what Reg does in the morning, because I am a stalker and I know this stuff. Alrighty. Hold on 1 second. All right, let's see. Reg says, hey man, what the hell? You see, he did not deny it. He did not deny it, meaning that I am telling no lies at the moment. All that I am saying is 100% true. Like, legit, no lies detected at all. Anyways, but hey, Mr. Grimley says, LOL sounds like my mornings. We got Don here. It says it's 8:37 a.m. here for me. Normally during the week, I'm already at work for an hour and a week and a half. Up at 3:30 a.m. So this is late for me. Oh my God, Dom, you wake up at 3:30 a.m.? Yo, hell, that's incredible. There's no way that like I could ever. So more power to you, man. Let me see, by the way, where did I leave off here? Oh yeah, we got Bailey Darley who says my birthday's in 2 days and wanted to give some more. Oh, that is so sweet, Bailey. So your birthday is on, let me see, Thursday? Yeah, today's Monday. So 2 more days. Thursday, I'm assuming, is your birthday, Bailey. Damn, I don't have a stream on Thursday. But hopefully I get to wish you a after late birthday on Friday. But happy early birthday in the meantime. Thank you, Bailey. We got Mr. Grimley here who says Denise got a tattoo that says I hate tag team wrestling. I'm going to have a tattoo that says I hate Dark State. It's going to have my hate list. It's going to say Dark State, Chase U, Wheeler Yuta, Death Riders, all of that. Crazy stuff, guys. Crazy stuff. Thank you, Mr. Grimley, for the love and for the joke here. I appreciate it, man. Always good to have a good sense of humor. Lou S says, hi, I'm Reg too. Yo, that's funny. Hey, good morning to Steve Sessions who says, wake and bake, Reg. We got Night American who's also with us. Good morning. Let's see. Oh, sorry, guys. His birthday's Wednesday. God, I don't know how to count. So let's just all move past that. All right, we're back on the show.
Second time, trying to pull an Eddie Guerrero.
Charles Crow says, Denise, in 2 days, it's Wednesday, not Thursday. Guys, I'm dumb, can't count. See, like, the way that I see it 2 days, I see it as, like, my mind goes, okay, today's Monday, 2 more days, Tuesday, Wednesday, so then the day after that. That's how my mind functions.
Dom outside the ring. Now Penta off the ring post. Looks like he's going to fly. Down goes Dominic.
Like, my brain doesn't go Tuesday, like Monday, Tuesday, 1, 2, Wednesday. No, my brain goes Monday, Tuesday, 1, Wednesday, 2. I'm not even defending it, guys. I'm done. I can't defend it right now. We got Robert Rodriguez who says it's 5:40 in the morning. Denise, all is forgiven. That's true.
And Dominic sent back into the ring.
Either that or my poor math skills.
I think they're just struggling to catch his breath here. As he
Miami Scorp says getting a tat with a line across Dark State's logo. Just say no. Also, good morning to somewhere in Vegas.
Turned it around into a suplex of his own, and now Penta went for 3 amigos, blocked by Dominic, and Dominic with a suplex of his own. Cover now by the champ. Penta's got a kick out at 2.
And this is now that deep water where champions are created, and Dom has proved time and time again he knows how to finish the job from this position. The question is, can Penta beat him to it?
Penta went for the kick, blocked by Dirty Dom. Dirty Dom now caught Penta with a step-up enziguri to the ear.
619. I still can't believe they had John Cena tease a 619. Like, I still can't believe we almost saw that.
Moved out of harm's way.
Penta simply baited Dom in on that one. Had his plan the whole time. Dom overcommitted and now lives to regret it.
Penta cross body. And oh, goodness!
Nice.
Penta driver cover now for the win. Is it enough? And a kick out. A kick out.
Yeah, man, I don't know. Like, this match has been good, but I don't know if we're going to get a title change. We got Ashton Marcano who says Cena has to 619 Dom. Bro, if that were to happen, I will jump out of my seat, bro. Like, legit, I would jump out of my seat. Like, that's a fact.
Dom's eyes are now rolled in the back of his head, and
here we go.
Can finish the job here.
Penta calling for it, but Dominic,
ooh, got him.
Driver of his own, cover, and a kick out
2.
by Penta.
Ryan Sully says here before Dark State interferes, Denise.
Mexican destroyer, Wade.
The lights are just gonna like go off, and you're just gonna see like little flashy, little white lights and shit. BK says to see John Cena do a 619 would be lit. Robert Rodriguez, hey, yes, get yourself a breakfast burrito. I love breakfast burritos. Do it with like eggs, bacon, some potato in them. Ooh, cheese, some pico in there. Ooh, good. Oh, there's Rusev. This motherfucker gonna get involved right now. Rusev, Penta just took him out. What's Dominic planning on? Okay, this match is ending in shenanigans, guys. I can sense it already. Because Dom's got a hammer, and he's using the belt to like hide it.
Dominic's got that hammer. The official Eddie Arango has no clue because he's dealing with Penta and Rusev on the other side. And look, ring too. Now cleared out. Dominic using that title.
Oh, did he get him in the knee?
He used the hammer to the knee and then
oh shit, that's brutal, bro. Not to the knee. 619. Yeah, that's done. Sorry, Penta, but like getting a hammer shot to the knee, bro, that's hella painful. 1, 2, 3. Thank you for coming, Penta. Hey guys, I knew it. Like the second I saw Penta have that backstage segment with Rusev, that's when I knew Penta wasn't winning. Like if they wouldn't have done that, I would have thought that there was a chance. But at least now they get to expand on this story, which I appreciate though, because I do want to see both Penta and Dominic have more of a detailed storyline.
You can go all round the houses as long as you win, and that was as creative and inventive as it gets.
Well, a very Eddie Guerrero-like moment for Dominic Mysterio tonight.
Jay Grouse says they didn't ring the bell, doesn't count. Because they didn't have the little ding,
Dominic
ding, ding,
placed the title in the middle of the ring that drew the official to it, and it allowed Dom to use the hammer. Then he puts it in his boots, and what does he do? He uses it for impact on the 619.
So it's like a double shot. Yeah, so not only did he get the knee, but he also got it to the face.
Was the final moments, the splash.
We got Meatcakes that says it's the Hammer 619. Yeah, legit. Hammer 619.
Well, you can make an argument now that Rusev perhaps.
We got Miami Scorpio says Dom is a wanted man. Rusev after him. Penta should get revenge. Shame I would like to see Penta get a title, as he is one of my favorites. It'll happen at some point.
King of the Luchadors, El Sucio, Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
I don't know about all this. I don't know about all that.
Thank you so much. I'm backstage with LA Knight. LA, last week you were able to pin former World Heavyweight Champion Jey Uso. Tonight you get an opportunity to do it again, this time in a triple threat to become the #1 contender. The only difference this week is that CM Punk isn't your teammate. He's your opposition. How much confidence can you take from what went down last week?
First of all, I'm proud of you for knowing how these matches work. Let me talk to you. Here's the deal. Yeah, CM Punk is not my partner tonight. CM Punk might get himself punched in the mouth. CM Punk might get himself pinned, just like Jay did last week. But whether I got to pin Jay, whether I got to pin CM Punk, if you ask me, this match ain't for the #1 contendership. This match is for the World Heavyweight Championship, because when I get through tonight, I'm going on. It's me and Seth, and I will be 3-0. And of course, you would come in right now.
All right, now there's Punk. Hope he doesn't roast Alley Knight again.
About things. Yeah, she don't want to talk to you. You ain't gonna pin me, and you're never gonna be world champion, all right? Okay. Last week was real cute. You stole one. Yeah. Not gonna happen this week.
Okay, fair enough. I tell you what, my man. Here's what you need to do. You need to accept the isness that is me, and I am what is. And what else is I'm me being the World Heavyweight Champion, and there ain't anything you or anybody else can do about it. As a matter of fact, when I look back here, I think that's where you're headed, my man. Yeah.
Who's CM Punk wrestling today? Oh, I didn't see this announcement earlier. The #1 contendership for the determine the new #1 contender. I didn't see that. I didn't even know that was happening. Oh, there's Asuka and Kairi. After all their drama. They had a great match, Crown Jewel.
You lost. Huh?
Oh yeah, that's right. Kyrie got pinned in the match.
Still have this respect. Asuka-san, I'm so sorry about that. But
Damn, she can't even touch her.
This. Maybe I will talk. まだ言ってんのかよ、おい. You need to fix the dishonor you caused me. Tonight.
Damn, she dishonored her.
Rhea Ripley.
Oh, they're gonna run it back.
You
Nice.
will destroy Rhea and everyone. Reminds everyone that I am in charge. 分かったな? Better wait. 姉さん、待って。
Oh, damn. She's got a massive bruise.
Because I tried to help you.
Oh, she slapped her again. Come on. Oh, girl, you are in an abusive relationship. You gotta get out, Kyrie. Kyrie, you gotta get out. Yo, we gotta have a little intervention here for Kyrie. She's out here being hella mistreated by Asuka. Oh my God. I'll say we got Cody Evans straight to jail for Asuka. Come Miami Storm says, Kyrie, please stand up for yourself. Julia says Kyrie is in a very toxic relationship. She is though. Like, that's 2 times now. 2 times. Andrew Olsen says, considering McDonald's breakfast because that dude's comment the other morning. Okay, Andrew, I had a sausage McMuffin. It's funny because there's times where, like, we'll talk about food on this stream, and then, like, 2 days later, I'll go and get the same thing. Like, I forgot what stream someone was talking about Pop-Tarts. And then all I could think about for, like, 3 days was motherfucking Pop-Tarts. So I went and got the damn Pop-Tarts. Then, that also happened with me with McDonald's. Somebody was talking about McDonald's, so I went and got McDonald's. And then there was another thing, I forgot what it was. But somebody else was like, oh yeah, that's so good. And I was like, yeah, that is good, I agree. And then like, I was like, yeah, I gotta eat this like right now. So I get it, Andrew. It does happen when you hear people. It's like those commercials, right? When you're like, those commercials when you are seeing like good food and then afterwards you're like, oh my God, that actually does look good. Like, let me go and try this. I feel like that's very, like, it actually works. Like, no shit's work. So anyways, I had a sausage McMuffin like 2 weeks ago, and oh, it's so good. So good. I also hate when people judge you for eating McDonald's. Has that ever happened to you guys? When people go like, oh, you eat McDonald's, and they're all like pompous about it. Oh, I hate those people. Like, damn, just have a damn chicken nugget. Have a damn sausage McMuffin. Have a damn fry and STFU and let me eat my food. Thank you, Andrew. Enjoy yourself, bro. All right, let's see what we got here. B-King says, Raw is on and in 10 minutes Busted Open starts wild. I know. I feel bad because having to do a show when a show is on is really hard, guys, because you can't watch the show. I mean, you can have it like muted in the background. You're missing so much from the show. And then you're talking about things that like either are dated or you got to like, you know, it's harder to, it's a harder dynamic to do a show when a show is going on. So yeah, I 100% get that. We got Seth Kunn here, says, F now I'm hungry, I want a bagel. Yo, bagels? Someone asked me, I forgot who. Someone asked me the other day, like, if I were to like have my one last final meal, like what would it be? I said like a bagel with cream cheese and hot Cheetos on the side. Bagels, cream cheese, hot Cheetos, because you know it'd be the last meal. Oh, and a slice of pepperoni pizza and a Diet Coke. No, a Dr. Pepper. Like, that is how much I love bagels, but I have to stop myself from eating them so much. Seth Kuhn, thank you. Chris says 7-Eleven taquitos. Yeah, hey yo, yes. I did get those last time when Reg was roasting me. The last time I got 7-Eleven taquitos was actually when I went to Dallas for All In Media Day. That was the last time I had the 7-Eleven taquitos. Julia says the era of talking about peanut butter on banana is over. Oh no, we'll probably have some tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow will be a peanut butter and banana sandwich game. I ate that on Saturday, the morning of Crown Jewel.
Into this in just a little bit in a relationship that has been deemed by many.
You got Clipper fan who says Asuka's acting like an abusive parent. She's acting like an abusive partner. You know, like, damn. Can you imagine, like, if you saw a friend go through something like that? Oh, hell no. If I saw my friend get slapped by, like, a person or something, oh, hell no. I would be like, what the fuck, man? Like, let's fight. I don't care if you're stronger than me. I will fight you. Oh, hells no, you're not going to do this. That's how I felt with Asuka. I'm like, girl, let's fight. How dare you do that to Kairi? I want to fight you now. Thank you, Clippers fan.
We had an adventure yesterday on Scarborough Beach, didn't we?
You know, I don't think I've ever witnessed. I've never seen an adult hit a child. Thank God that I've never witnessed that. But I did witness a child hitting an adult. And I thought, ooh, that's bad. I was at the Apple Store. It's a very long time ago. It's like maybe 3 years ago. I was at the Apple Store and I was in line for something. And there was a woman in front of me and her kid was like 9 years old, right? So he was pretty big already. And I don't know exactly what the little kid wanted, but he was like nagging his mom. But then he was like hitting her on the arm, like this, like hard, like hitting her. And the mom was just like, stop it. And the kid was like, and hitting her. And I was like, dude, girl, like, you gotta like put your foot down, you know, get a little meaner. And I'm not saying, you know, do anything to the kid, but like, you gotta, how are you gonna let your kid beat you like that in public? Like, he was big too. I was like, wow, girl, what is happening? Like, my mom would have killed me if I like ever did that to her. I would have been like shot across America. I would have been put in a cannon and thrown, bro. So yeah, it's like, yeah, one of those things.
Bad for Kairi Sane, obviously real close to Io Sky. That relationship has been ripped apart because of the delusion of Asuka. Asuka obviously
Also, shout out to Single Blue Note Panda, who's also with us today. Says local donut shop, warm croissant with the turkey and cheese stuffed inside. Yay, that's good.
I will say right now that I thought Kairi Sane looked more aggressive than I've ever seen her in that match.
All right, here we go. Kairi versus Rhea.
They lost the match in the end, but I think Kairi Sane is actually...
Also, shout out to Phil Batwing. Says, good morning, Denise. I'm listening from work. Started at 6 a.m. Nice, Phil. I hope your workday goes by fast, man.
Some people respond well to that kind of trouble.
Sounds like you'll have an early day, so that's good.
Some people respond to fear because Kairi Sane is obviously scared to death of Asuka. She's scared to death to lose this match to Rhea tonight. She's going to have to do everything she can to knock off Rhea in her homeland.
No, Kairi Sane.
Ooh.
Kairi Sane is...
I don't feel like Kairi should be afraid of Rhea Ripley because Kairi is still a professional wrestler. Like, she's not like a nobody. She's not like someone who doesn't wrestle, you know? I think she should be scared to lose because, you know, Asuka's the way she is, but she shouldn't be afraid.
And again, I like the aggressiveness of Kairi Sane, but Rhea Ripley going to show off her power.
Well, Asuka has brought out that aggressiveness of Kairi Sane, but it might be enough to not be enough tonight against Mami, not in her homeland.
We got Ryan Soley here who says Kairi got her old theme back. Ooh.
Turns it into a vertical suplex.
Ray Rock says, is this really live? So confused. LOL. Hi, Denise. Yes, Raw is live at this hour right now for like the whole world. Yep. It's not even one of those where like SmackDown, for example, was like you could have watched on Netflix live, but like you had to have like a VPN, right? But they were still going to air in the United States at their normal time slot. But like Raw,
Nonetheless, Kyrie
this is
is
it. Like this is
very
the time
aggressive
slot.
in
Like
this match. Oh, and a
you can
big
watch
kick
whenever,
to the back of
obviously,
the
but
neck.
like if you want to watch live with a group of people,
Kyrie
you either
saving.
watch
There is a
live
method
live,
to Asuka's madness.
watch
It's
their
amazing
tape
what
delay
you'll
live.
do to try to survive,
Yeah,
right?
live replay. There you go, live replay.
Mentor who you disappointed on Saturday night. That's the motivation.
Phil Batway says Asuka's like an older sister that thinks she's a parent.
Now Rhea Ripley will send Kyrie across the ring.
Also, shout out to Hamish Jarvis here. It says 2 a.m. in New Zealand. Yo! And we also got Andrew Panajotis. What's up, Andrew?
Into the ropes, and Rhea Ripley sort of been off a step here against Kyrie.
Yeah, that's how good Kyrie.
Yep, this is true. Tracy, this is great insight. Says, when you are in an abusive relationship, your confidence is shaken and second guess yourself. So I can see why she is portrayed that way. That is true, yep. Where she's like a lot, not herself, you know?
Knee to the jaw from a leaping Kyrie saying
We got
that.
Uncle Donk with
And
the
this one
super
just
chat.
did a
Thank you so much,
180
Uncle Donk. He
before
says, I track the day of the week based on wrestling shows throughout the week. I know it's sad. Lol. It's not sad, bro. That happens to me a lot too. Like last week when Dynamite was on Tuesday, oh, that fucked me up on Wednesday, bro. I kept thinking Thursday was Wednesday. It threw me off completely, so I get it, man. And like even today, later on when it's 5 o'clock and I'm gonna be like, what to do, what to do, what to do. That's gonna throw me off too. Like by the time we're gonna have such a bigger gap between the last time I'm live for Raw and the next time I'm live for NXT. Because it's, you know, extended hours.
Asuka might want to turn around.
The meat in the middle of a mean-looking.
Okay, there goes Kyrie.
And Kyrie saying
Rhea, you're smarter than that, girl. Do not get distracted.
Io Sky now start to brawl.
These women beat the hell out of each other on Saturday.
Nice. Man, Kyrie punched Io in the boob.
Oh, Asuka with a kick. The Warriors. Okay, yeah, great.
All right, we're going to commercial. So far, this has been pretty all right. Like the match between Kyrie and Rhea. Yeah, but I don't think it's sad, Uncle Donk, that you judge the wrestling, the dates based off of wrestling, especially when there's so much wrestling. Legit. Plus, we all sort of get sucked into like a routine. So, whether we like it or not, most of us are in a routine. Thank you, Uncle Donk. Christian Lopez says, damn, they could have expanded with the title. Yeah, that is true. That is true. I'm with you. And I hope they do. I hope they do. For Penta and Dominic.
And again, Rhea Ripley just has not been able to get into it in this matchup. Kyrie up the blockbuster cover now. Is it enough and a kick out?
Especially because, like, there's so much you can do there, especially with Dominic being like, you know, I'm the king of the luchadors and shit like that. And, you know, Penta's actually been around the block and done the shit and has really, truly been a luchador. So I feel like there's more that you can tell to the story there. Thank you, Christian. We also got Jonathan Contres. Hey, Jonathan, thank you so much for the love. He says, at this rate, turn Dom face. No one wants to boo him. Have him retire, reconcile with Ray, and move on as a babyface. Bro, I really thought that they were going to make Dominic a babyface coming off of WrestleMania. Like, when he won the Intercontinental title and he got, like, a massive reaction. Oh, and the match was great. That Fatal 4-Way was awesome, right? But they didn't follow up like that with Dominic, and I was very surprised by that. And then also, like, in all the Worlds Collide shows, he's been cheered massively. Like, the people like him, and I don't feel like they've really capitalized on that on Raw. Like, Raw, the whole Finn Balor, Judgment Day, Dominic Mysterio stuff has really, they've slow walked that dog, bro. I think they need to start getting on with it. I think Dominic needs to be a babyface, like a full babyface. Even if he's already getting cheered, like he's still not official. So I hope they do that. Oh, what are they meeting? Oh, I don't know what they were saying, but they were getting muted.
That's what I'm talking about. Asuka's out here dancing around, big smile on her face.
Thank you, Jonathan. We also got Bailey Darley here who says, I hope we see Stephanie on today's show. I mean, we should. She won the Crown Jewel Championship, so she should be on today's show doing something, talking maybe. finding her next opponent. Again, I didn't see what Adam Pearce announced, so I don't know if he announced anything with her. But yeah, I do feel we should see Stephanie coming off of that big night that she had. Thank you, Bailey.
In her homeland of Australia, things not quite going the way that she had planned.
All right, and we're back with Rhea and Kyrie.
Has taken control of this match over the former multi-time world champion.
It's been an absolute
Ray Rock says, hey Denise, what do you think of the odds of Kurt Angle being John Cena's last match? As much as I would love to see that, as much as it would be my dream to see that, I would say like 0%, honestly. But I would fucking scream, cry. Like, I would be ugly crying if that happened.
It has been effective. I have to give
Like, legitimately ugly crying.
Absolutely superb. But can she finish the job against one of the most dominant women we have ever seen?
Ugly crying if we were to see that. Like, I would be busting tears, guys. It could be the worst match ever, and I wouldn't give a shit. I would be like, oh my God, Kurt Angle. You know, like, I love Kurt. I love Kurt. I think he's the best, and I want him to be loved more, like, by the fans. By the way, like, I feel like sometimes people forget how awesome Kurt Angle is, and I'm like, I need people to like love Kurt a little bit more. But nah, like he's had like double knee surgery, guys. Like, you know, he was like, you know, even messed up like even before his retirement. So you know, obviously, yeah, he's been healing the last few years, but his body was really messed up from wrestling, guys. Like really messed up, his neck, everything. So, again, I would just find it, like, very hard to compute. Again, as much as I would love to see it, I just know that, you know, Kurt's not, you know, that, like, Kurt's been hurt for such a long time. Like, he even wrestled hurt for a very long time, too, and it was scary. But damn. Hey, good morning. Corey MacArthur says hello, and good morning, Denise, listening while at work. Yeah, happy Monday, bro. We got Timothy Winard who says, hey, Denise, I'm back. Who's on now? It's Rhea versus Kyrie. Also, we got Clayton Williams who says, hey, Denise, I just woke up. It's 9 a.m. here. Hey, good morning, Clayton. Rise and shine. Rise and shine.
Looking for Riptide.
I think she's about to finish off Kyrie. Nope, never mind.
Able to work her way out of it.
Nice struggle out of there by Kyrie, who knew it was game over, had that connected.
Rhea out to the apron.
You have to be creative, just like Dirty Dom was a little earlier. You're not going to pick up an easy victory against this woman, Rhea Ripley.
Kairi Sane has been game all night long, though. And Ripley, though, with Kyrie out on the apron, dangerous situation for both of these women here. Rhea looking for a suplex, perhaps. Kyrie trying to block.
Clinging on for dear life at this point.
Damn, she was grabbing her by the hair.
And now Rhea, nobody.
Oh, ouch.
Shoulder first to the post.
I always hate when I see Rhea go shoulder first into anything. It always makes me so nervous. Like always. Hey, Taylor Cannon says, good morning, Denise. Watching Raw while drinking coffee is weird to me, right? This ain't Monday Night Raw. This is Monday morning Raw, bro. Get your croissants and your coffees out. Ooh, that was a good insane elbow. Uncle Dong says, I'm sticking to my theory that Def Rebel is AI music producer. We got Jose Alvarado who says WWE's got to address the Def Rebel stuff because they just keep bringing back old themes with no explanation. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, guys. I mean, I still don't understand how they can't find somebody that is like a brilliant music producer. You know, like there's so many out there. You're telling me like there's no one better than Def Rebel out there? Like there's gotta be. And I'm pretty sure there's like good people out there that can just be more creative about these songs.
By Rhea Ripley. The will to win is still there in Rhea, but the body simply is not cooperating after that heavy landing on the outside. And Kyrie can finish the job now.
We got Marshman96 who says, when I was a kid, I could only watch wrestling on Saturday morning. Oh, so you're having some flashbacks.
top rope.
Yeah, I'm with you, Eric Diaz. The classic themes are better. I remember I once bought
Nobody home is Rhea.
the wrestling VHS where it was just music videos, like wrestling music, like the entrance videos, like the Tron videos. Rhea should finish off Kyrie here. Oh, she actually kicked out. I was about to say Asuka's gonna be so mad. She gets another 3 count. They had like a VHS that was like just a collection of everybody's Tron. That's all it was, and you would play the VHS, and it was everyone's Tron with their music. And I always grew up like a big fan, so like a fan of wrestling, obviously, and a fan of music too. So for me, it was like so fun to get to hear all my favorite wrestling theme songs. And get to see the videos, like the Trons, like the full Trons. Nowadays, like I wouldn't want to see that. Like, I wouldn't be into everybody's song. But back then, it was like, yeah, I like this song, woo, you know.
Stunning Kyrie.
Also, good morning, Hip Clip says, Wi-Fi up so early, moms need their sleep. Yes, that is true. You need your sleeps. Honest, everybody does. Get your sleep. Stay beautiful, you know? Keep the wrinkles away.
Kyrie, though, fighting back.
That's what I think about every time I feel guilty about, like, sleeping in. I'm like, well, at least I got my beauty sleep.
Another chance now to perhaps...
Yep, my score says Jim Johnson set a high bar with the intros. Intros, to me, are the most important part of a wrestling theme song. Because nothing's worse than like someone's music hitting and you're like, all right, who is this? You know, like, let me wait around and see who this is.
Granite jaw, apparently.
Just hanging on by Rhea's hair. Rhea's in trouble. Rhea's hung up here. Kyrie Sane looking to take advantage. Kyrie Sane from the top right to Rhea Ripley, and Rhea may be down and out. Kyrie into the cover, wraps the arms, forcing Rhea to...
I was about to say, I might want Kyrie to win just so that Asuka doesn't beat the shit out of her. We almost should be rooting for Kyrie just for her sanity.
And that should have got the victory for Kyrie Sane, but you're in...
Clayton Williams says, do you imagine if Dark State comes just to piss you off again? Last night was fun. Yo, last night was crazy, man. It was crazy. I don't know what happened last night. What's even crazier, too, is that, like, my TNA Bound for Glory reaction videos did, like, way more views on Instagram than any of my WWE or AEW videos. I was like, what? What happened?
Trying to use her high-flying ability to take out the more powerful Ripley in this matchup. Kyrie.
Oh, she caught Kyrie.
Ripley powering Kyrie up.
Kyrie's like trying to fight. She's trying her best to fight that. Oh! They planted the hell out of Kyrie. Oh, man, poor Kyrie. Not only is she going to get beat by Rhea, but Asuka is just going to rage. She's going to rage. Wait. Oh, no. Oh, that's brutal. Yeah, she's done. Thank you for coming, Kyrie. We love and appreciate you, but Asuka's going to be super pissed at you. Thank you for coming. Best of luck. She's about to get slapped on the other side now, too. Yo. Sorry, Kyrie. Sorry, Kyrie.
Well, it's the second time Asuka tried to cause a distraction in the match. That was one time too many for Io Sky.
No, now Asuka's going after Io. Io got distracted cheerleading for Rhea.
Completely wiped out now is Io Sky.
And now Rhea Ripley kicking Asuka.
Now Rhea Ripley feeling that rage and looking for some catharsis. I dread to think what is cooking up in the mind of Rhea Ripley here. I don't even want to know what
Rhea wants to put Asuka through the commentary table.
Unmitigated rage now.
This will be Asuka's karma for slapping Kyrie.
Rhea Ripley, who was misted by Asuka a couple of weeks ago and beaten down, blinded, humiliated. Now's the chance for some real payback.
And
Oh,
from behind,
there's Kairi.
Kairi Sane with a kendo
Kairi's
stick.
like
It looks
still
like
protecting
Rhea was gonna
Asuka,
rip
even
Asuka
after the
through
way
table.
Asuka's been
And now
treating
Kairi
her.
with the attack with a kendo stick.
Oh, what a loyal protege. Kairi Sane has proven to be there.
And now
Ooh,
Asuka,
nasty.
a DDT to Rhea
Ooh.
on the solid table. Kneels down.
Kyrie girl, we need to have a talk. We need to have a talk with Kyrie. We need an intervention for Kyrie right now, okay? Intervention time. We need to have a talk. We need to have a talk, all right? This is not okay for you. Red flags, red flags. Oh my God. All right, give me 1 second, everybody. I just have to wrap up my recording here.
An absolutely disgusting display by the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane. Obviously, Asuka beginning to rub off on Kairi, who, again, kneels down in front of the Empress of Tomorrow.
Well, once again, Kairi Sane there, just like at Crown Jewel.
All right, let me also see. Hey, what's up, Shan? Thank you so much for joining. Big G says, what kind of brainwashing did Asuka do to Kyrie? For reals. That's what we're trying to figure out. Also, shout out to Tommy Gunn 1260 who's with us. Hip Clip says, in your opinion, is Asuka better as a heel or a babyface? I'm really digging her as a heel. So right now, my answer is a heel. Dave Jordan, what's up, bro? He's having some pancakes.
After that, just...
Robert Rodriguez says, I feel like us rooting for Kyrie so Asuka won't be mad is like enabling. We are enabling this. Literally, we're enabling this at the moment. Also, thank you so much for the kind comments, Steven Jedi. Not just to me, but to everybody in the chat. It's very nice of you. All right, let me also catch up with the super chats here. We got Uncle Donk here says, Mercedes got her 10th belt over the weekend. What's the record? I don't know, but I feel like...
in the locker room area. I mean, that was...
I mean...
The DDT was...
I just feel like... I don't know. I don't really think at this point, like, 10 belts is just like, all right, cool. You know, like, we need to,
let's head back to Kathy.
It feels like, how do I say this? Like, not every belt that she has, like, a big deal. Like, there are, like, half of them that I don't even know. So I feel, literally, like, unless you really care about the belt, only, like, certain ones actually matter. That's how I feel about it. At any point, it just becomes, like, redundant. Like, okay, cool, you got a 10 belt, but what does it really mean? You know?
Now,
but
little baby boy, Dominique, I'm coming for you next week, and I'm gonna break your spine because I don't know if you're worse human, champion, son, husband, or whatever, but I'm coming for you because you have my title. You have a title, you have a problem. Rusev's coming for it, and nobody's gonna stop me. Yeah!
Oh, God. What was that? What was that?
Looking forward to that championship match next week on Monday Night Raw.
Yo.
But let's get back to the action here.
Damn, that's what happens to you when you're on the Blue Chew. Blue Chew promo code Denise. Oh, the second you take the Blue Chew. Oh, that was a lot in there. Oh my God. Anyways, yeah, so I don't know. That's how I feel. Like, I'm just like, oh, 10 bouts, cool, whatever. No big deal, not at this point for me. We got Fernando Perez here. Hey, what's up, Fernando? He goes CFO back. They bringing back all their old themes. Yeah, that's what someone was just pointing out like a second ago. I'm so glad that we're getting some of these older themes for people. Like we just saw it the other day for Shinsuke Nakamura. I feel, I don't know what's happening, but I think we all kind of know that we're not really digging what we've been having with Death Rebel. I think we can all sort of agree on that one. Thank you, Fernando. Hope you're doing good, man. Have a good start to your week, bro. We got Ray Rock here. It says, you're the absolute best, Denise. I hope you realize how much more fun you've made pro wrestling. Also, what are your expectations of the Smashing Machine? Thank you, Ray, by the way, for the kind comment. I've been wanting to see the movie, but I haven't really heard anyone say whether or not it's good. Like, no one in my, like, I don't know, if you guys have seen the movie, like, please let me know if you thought it was good, because I haven't really seen very many people talk about it.
You mean to tell me we helped the tribal chief out?
So I don't know if I should, like, go see it or just wait until it comes out, like, on one of the streaming platforms. I'm on the fence.
He said it himself, Whoops. one way to go. His way. All he do is look out for himself. Maybe we should start doing the same.
Man, what you talking about? That don't even sound like you, man.
Look.
Jimmy just
I
never
appreciate you
understands
trying to go out
Jay.
the division, right? Yeah. I got my own triple threat match. I can't make the same mistake I made in Paris trying to stick my neck out for Roman. Cost me a World Heavyweight Championship, Boost. I wasn't ready for my match. Man, got hurt. So I ain't gonna make the same mistake tonight, all right, man? I can't, Boost. So tonight...
Tonight what?
Let me guess. I'm on my own tonight? Huh? No. What you think, Big Jim can't handle big head Bronson Reed, huh? No, man. That's what it sounds like. That's not what I meant. Well, good, Oos. Check it. You handle your business, man, I gonna handle mine.
Damn, Big Jim finally standing up for himself. Him and Jay just be never seeing eye to eye. But then again, they're twin brothers, and like that happens. So yeah, Ray, I'm kind of just like debating whether or not I should like wait till it comes out on a streaming platform, or if I should actually go to the movies to see it. Like, I haven't actually decided yet. Thank you so much, Ray. Jason Meyer says The Rock is good, movie stinks. Oh no, that's not good. That's not good. Hey, Cutest, he says, hey, Denise, listening in London during my lunch break. What a time to be alive. Yo, I love how so many people are enjoying their lunchtime Monday Night Raw. Wait, lunchtime Monday lunchtime Raw. There you go. There you go. Thank you, Cutest. We got Mr. Grimley here. Says Jimmy's the big bro. Of course he gonna question his little bro. Yeah, big bros tend to always take the reins.
Plenty to talk about here tonight, including the fact that Seth Rollins is now named.
I also think, like, back to Ray's super chat, I did see that video of The Rock, like, crying about, like, you know, the reception that the movie got. So I figured, like, okay, like, based off of that, I would imagine the movie would be good, right? Because you're not gonna get like a hell of a standing ovation unless the movie's good, right? Anyways, so I guess those are my expectations.
What a massive night and a massive statement it was for the Vision and Seth Rollins this Saturday at Crown Jewel. Now Jimmy Uso has to pick himself up off the floor, and apparently there's going to be no backup from Jey Uso, who has his own massive match on later tonight.
Young Citrus official. Thank you. I appreciate the apology. I appreciate it. Also, shout out to Michael Farrow, who says, hey Denise, when do you think we get Dakota Kai back with Io or Bayley? Oh, that's a rough one to say, bro. I don't know, because, you know, she was released, so it's very hard to say. Very, very hard to say.
251 pounds.
And look at this, Jimmy Uso going right.
Okay, here we go. We're getting Jimmy and Bronson. Obviously, Bronson's got to win this, guys. Like, he's on a high. He just defeated Roman Reigns. Like, he can't defeat Roman Reigns one night and then right away lose to Jimmy Uso. Like, absolutely not. Like, sorry, Big Jim, but this should not be your win. You know, like, this should be Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed's win.
After the biggest win of his career Saturday against Roman Reigns.
I mean, not just that, he's 48 hours removed from a brutal, vicious...
Timothy Winard says, do you think TKO is ruining WWE? No. I think there's a lot of things that I hate that TKO has done with WWE, but at the same time, they've also done a lot of, like, big deals for them. There's been a lot of big stuff that's happened for WWE since TKO, but I don't love, the things that I don't love is obviously the ticket pricing. That's like the big thing that I'm just like hard stop right there, no thanks, not a fan of that. But like all of the other like big moves that they've done for the company, obviously, you know, is a good thing.
You take care of yours, Jimmy.
On a big kick to the face of Bronson Reed, and now Reed showing off his power.
I like how Bronson Reed makes Jimmy look like he's so tiny. Oh, how cute. There's a sign in the audience that says I skipped school for Raw. Bro, my mom would have never let me do that. I still remember the time. So when I was little, I used to go to Catholic school for my catechism. So if you guys know, if you do your catechism when you're a little kid, you have to go to like, usually it's a Saturday morning thing. So Saturday mornings, you have to wake up early and go study the Bible and, you know, that type of stuff. But every now and then they also did like family, like those meetings where like the moms and the parents have to go. And there was one Monday where all the parents had to go to the church to like, I don't even know what, like I guess they had to talk or something. And I didn't want to go because Raw was on that day. So I went to the bathroom like maybe like an hour before we had to leave. And I started to fake an illness. I started to pretend that my stomach was hurting so that I wouldn't go, so that I wouldn't have to go to the church. So my mom was like, Denise, I know your stomach doesn't hurt. I know your stomach doesn't hurt, Denise. Open the door. We need to go. You're going to make us late. And I was like, Mom, my stomach hurts. Mom, my stomach hurts. And she's like, open the door. I want to sleep. And I was like, no, Mom, my stomach hurts.
That's the thing. You got Breaker. You got
open the door. Oh, she was so mad. And finally, like her yelling got so bad, I got so scared that I had to open the door. And she walked in and she was like, your stomach doesn't hurt. And so my ass had to go to a church on a Monday night for some family meeting right before my catechism. I was so mad. And she was like, she knew that I was lying. She knew I wanted to stay home and watch wrestling. Like, she knew it. She knew it. One of my favorite memories. I was so mad that day. I was sitting in church just like, I don't know what's happening right now. I was like, I don't even need to be here. This is for the parents. What am I doing here? So, yeah. Robert Rodriguez says, that's funny you bring this up. My mom barely found out I never did that. I'm 35 next month. I used to do all sorts of things to lie. Like, I used to do all sorts of things to, like, because you got to understand, like, Raw, for me, I had to wait until 9 p.m. to watch Raw back in the day. Like, we didn't have Raw at 5 o'clock here in LA. Like, I had to wait till 9 p.m. So, 9 p.m. and the show would end, like, at 11 something on a school night. My mom would be pissed. She would come into the room, like, around, like, 9:50, and she'd be like, Denise, you need to go to sleep. And she would come in multiple times yelling, I'm not kidding, Denise. Get in the bed now. You're going to go to sleep. You have school tomorrow. And so she'd finally pull me into the bed to go to sleep. And then I would sneak out of the bed and get away with it for like 10 minutes. And she would notice that I wasn't in the bed. So then she'd come yell at me again to get back to bed. I'm like, yeah, I would get in trouble a lot just to try to watch. Wrestling got me in trouble a lot in my life. Like, as a kid, I got in trouble a lot for trying to watch the shows when I was supposed to be either going to sleep or doing something else. And then in school, we had to wear uniforms. And you know me, I like my individuality. And so I would wear my wrestling t-shirts underneath my uniform. Don't know why I did that, but I did. Because I just wanted to feel different. You know, I didn't want to be like all the other kids. And so my teachers would see that. And so I would get called into the counselor's office, and then I would get in trouble with the counselor. It was just always some sort of problem. So wrestling got me in trouble a bunch of times. All the time.
A small opening for Jimmy Uso.
Yeah, he shouldn't really be out here competing at all, as you mentioned, Cole, but now is your chance. Block out that pain, put something together, and try and avenge the loss of Roman Reigns this past Saturday.
Dean. Big Jim.
Jimmy with a big right to the jaw, and Uso.
That's a terrible idea with 100% ribs. Certainly not with busted ribs, but that was pure instinct from Jimmy Uso.
Yeah, Jimmy with a step up in Zaguri. He was going for a Samoan drop, but I mean, that's 330.
Hustle Right says the good old days. Yeah, seriously.
Just muscle memory taking over for Jimmy Uso, doing what he thinks he does best.
Clayton says, oh, that brings back memories. 9 p.m. in New York City Raw was awesome, and I had to mute the TV so my parents wouldn't know I was watching past my bedtime. Yeah, yep, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Momentum in its tracks.
Zeno Hours does well and paid off. Oh, I know. It's so funny.
Jimmy Uso, and if you take out the super kick, there's very little he does that doesn't involve landing on the ribs like that. Uso in the win.
Oh no. Okay, there you go. My chat wasn't working for whatever reason.
He came off with his Uso in the wind. He lands right on the bad ribs.
Well, it's high risk in the best of times, but blocking out that pain there.
Servasha says wrestling got you in trouble, but look at you now, baby. You made it. Servasha, you're so sweet. Yeah, my mom is like, I gotta interview her one day. Oh shit, he lifted up big Bronson Reed. Yo. Oh, not on ribs, bro. This man's gonna be a father. And you're killing him. Like a big ass building on you, bro.
He may have broken every
rib in Big Jim. Big Jim's gonna be out for like at least a few weeks. Tell that, bro. Because he was already like busted ribs and shit, and then Bronson was just like, I'm gonna pull my full body weight on you in multiple ways. Wow. Hip Clip says, my kids never understand that I always know when they're lying to me, and I tell them I always will know. It drives them crazy. Hip Clip, my mom used to tell me that her saying, and you can steal this if you want, she would say, a mother always knows. Those were her exact words. She used to tell me, like, she didn't want me to be with boys, obviously. So she would be like, you know, Denise, if you ever have a boyfriend, just so you know, like, I'm gonna know. Like, a mother always knows. I remember this one time there was like these little kids making out in the street, and my mom saw them and she was like, Denise, if I ever see you like that, she's all, you can't even hide that from me. She's like, a mother always knows. And I started to believe that shit. I was like, yo, a mother always knows. I can't keep no secrets. Spear. Oh, to Big Jim. After all of the punishments he just endured. Oh yeah, Big Jim's got to go home for a while after this. Yeah, he's going home for this, guys. Big Jim.
Needs to take out
Jimmy's helpless here. Get these guys out of the ring.
Bro, they're just slicing Big Jim in half at this point.
Seth Rollins.
That's so mean. Where's Jay?
Tutelage of Rollins over the last 6 months, and now they've laid waste to Jimmy Uso, and we may see a repeat.
This man is about to be a dad.
They're gonna peel Jimmy Uso out of here.
Braun, don't do it. Don't do it. This man has bills to pay. There you go. Finally, Jay.
Stopped in his tracks. And Jey Uso, who has a main event later on tonight to try and become the #1 contender.
I'm glad that Jay didn't eat on his way down there.
Jey Uso, who vowed to stay out of this, couldn't take anymore. And now Braun Breaker driving him into the corner. Jey Uso trying to fight back now, trying to protect his brother Jimmy. And Bronson Reed with a splash to the shoulder in the midsection of Jey Uso.
Well, this is exactly why Jey Uso promised himself he would not try and get involved here.
What you want him to do, Wade? His brother was about to be sent to a hospital. He had to do something. He had to come out here. At least he wasn't thinking about himself for once.
I mean, he's gingerly holding that rib after that avalanche splash in the corner from Reed. I hope that is not too serious, given the weight of the matchup that Jey Uso is involved in later on tonight.
Yeah, I feel like Jimmy, I'm surprised Jimmy's still standing up after that, bro. He should be like being stretchered out right now, honestly. How Jimmy's not being stretchered out at the moment, I have no idea. But I feel like he should. And like, here's the thing, even though he said he wasn't gonna get involved, that was during the match. The match already occurred. There was still a beatdown going on after the match. At that point, all promises are off the table. You got to go out there and help.
I still don't know if I can trust you.
What do you mean?
Okay? Judgment Day, they're always on the same page. When we're good, we're great. But let's be real, sometimes we're a little bit off. And unless I can count on you, and I know exactly what to expect from you when we're out there, tonight is a one-time thing.
Bro, they've already teamed up like a bunch of times.
One-time thing. Yeah, right. You know how we are.
I'm definitely not buying that from Lyra.
I've got a lot to talk to you about.
For me? You want to talk to me?
About her.
Your arch nemesis / best friend, Bailey?
That's what it's been like as of late. I'll fill you in a moment.
Woo! 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 I can't believe I'm wooing at 6:33 a.m. I'm like wooing at 6:33 a.m. My neighbors are gonna hate me. By the way, we got, hey, what's up, Not Rider 82? Thank you so much for tuning in, man. All right, yeah, I'm with you too on, where'd you go? I lost the comment I was about to read.
Lyra says this is a one-time only tonight.
Oh no, I lost the comment I was about to read. Hold on, I'm looking for it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, up next.
No, I lost it. Someone here was saying they liked Lyra's gear. I lost your comment though, I don't know where it went. I'm like looking for it. I know I saw it somewhere. Alrighty, anyways, I guess in the meantime, Stephen Jedi says his mom used to say that to him too. John Taylor says his mom said the same thing. Don says it's true. We always know. You know what? I'm going to say for the most part, my mom did know certain things. But I did get away with some things, okay? I did end up telling my mom most things that I did, though, like once I got older and she didn't care. I did confess to some things to my mom, and she was like, are you kidding me, Denise? I can't believe that you did that. And you didn't tell me? And I was like, no, I did not tell you. Hell no. My mom was scary, guys. Like, to me, like, I was legitimately afraid of my mom. And I feel like, I hate to say this, but I feel like that's a good thing. I feel like you have to be afraid of your parents or else, like, you're just gonna run wild as a kid and, like, just do whatever you want. And I always had the thought of, like, my mom's gonna fucking kill me if, you know, I do something so bad. Alrighty, hey, what's up, Ray Rock? He says for Raw and SmackDown, who would you like to see on commentary on each brand, or do you think they should frequently change it up? Hey, chat, put your ones up for Denise. Oh, thank you, Ray. You know who I would like to see? I think that Vic Joseph does a tremendous job on NXT, and he did get to fill in for Raw a couple weeks ago. I thought he did awesome, man. I like Vic Joseph. I don't have a problem with their commentary team, and I feel like I don't mind them switching it up either, because it keeps things more fresh. Like, you can always tell once a commentator's kind of like bored and they've said all that they can say. You can kind of tell, but I think like right now they've done like a decent job with the commentary teams. It doesn't feel like as lively like when they had Pat McAfee on. Pat McAfee and Michael Cole, they had some good times on there. I don't know that it feels that lively sometimes, but yeah, I feel like I don't mind the commentary teams that they have right now. I really don't. They're all right, but eventually you do got to add some more you know, flavor down the road. I wonder when, like, Michael Cole, I wonder, for example, like, when Michael Cole is going to wrap things up. I don't know why the entrance looks different today. Am I crazy? Did their entrance look different, Raquel and Roxanne? Or have I just not paid attention? I'm like, what's happening? Like, it looks different. Thank you so much, Ray. Great question, by the way. We also got Tracy WV here says, so today I moved my budget meeting to 11 a.m. because I didn't want to miss the main event. So spreadsheets and the DWO watching Raw. Good Monday. Yes. You know what? Sometimes we work way too much, Tracy, and we need to chill and have a good time. The meetings can wait for a second. It's not like you do it every day. You know, every once in a blue moon. Like, I don't have this, like, I remember my grandma, whenever I wanted to, like, miss school, I would tell her, like, Grandma, I don't feel like going to school. And she'd be like, don't go. You're okay. And I'm like, oh, thanks, Grandma. And I remember there'd be times where my grandma, I would tell her, like, you know, I don't really feel like going to work today. And she would tell me, like, Denise, are you going to be really, like, are you going to lose that much money if you don't go to work? Or are you going to be super rich if you go to work that one day? And I'm like, no. I'm not going to be richer or poorer, you know, to a certain degree, right? And she was like, okay then, no problem, miss the day at work. So I was like, okay, cool. So my grandma's super chill like that, and I feel like, I always show up to work, right? But like back in the day when I didn't really like my job, I would like every now and then like call out. But it was just funny because like sometimes you just want to chill, you know, and I don't feel like people should be punished for that. Like sometimes you just want to take the day off to keep sane, and I support people with that.
Talking about me being a nice announcer and a good friend.
Thank you, Tracy.
Next day, she's sending me text messages calling me a creep and an idiot.
All right, we're starting this tag team match with Bailey and Roxanne versus Raquel and Roxanne. We also got Andrew Panajotis who says Bailey cut her hair short again. Happy anniversary. I like her hair like that. She's kind of always had it, like, she doesn't really have, like, she hasn't really had, like, super long hair in a long time.
She comes over, she hugs us both. Michael Cole's here, she stays awake.
Well,
you're a big creep.
Tessa's level.
I always like that chant for Bailey.
And here, into the corner, look at this now. Lyra gonna roll up Roxanne and kick out at 2. Now a reversal into a pin. And now a reversal for Lyra. And the former Intercontinental Champion, Lyra Valkyria. And Roxanne Perez putting on a show.
And these four have been exchanging wins and losses in singles matches in recent weeks, with several sneak attacks and beatdowns thrown in for good measure. A lot of bad blood between these.
We also got Julius Calloway says, hey, Denise, just woke up. Good morning, Julius. Welcome to Monday Morning Raw, excuse me. Welcome to Monday I can't stop saying Monday Night Raw. I'm sorry. It's not an easy thing to stop saying. We're almost through with the show. There's going to be like 30, 40, 50, like 50 minutes left on the show. Usually they end at 2.5 hours. And we started the show at 5, so 20 minutes to the end of the hour. Then about 30 more minutes for the show. It's been like a show. So far, I feel like if you've missed Raw today, no big deal. You're good. You didn't necessarily miss anything super crazy. It's been an edition of Raw. In fact, I feel like a lot of it kind of has felt a little repetitive. Like there really hasn't been too much that has happened that's new or surprising. So I'm kind of hoping that with that #1 contendership match, it kind of gives us a little something. I'm doing the post show alone today, and I'm thinking like, bro, I hope I get like at least 10 minutes in at this point. Thankfully I can talk a lot, but shit, guys, like they're not giving me that much today to really sink my teeth into in terms of like hot new topics, you know? So I'm just like, oh. But like it hasn't been a bad show. It just hasn't been explosive.
This is turning into a brawl here.
Thank you, Julius. We also got Knight Rider 82 says, have you ever watched Knight Rider? No, I haven't actually. I'm so sorry. I don't even know what Knight Rider is. So no, unfortunately, I have not seen it. If I did, I would totally let you know. But yeah, I haven't seen it. I don't even know what platform it's on. I don't think I've actually even heard of it. Knight Rider? I don't think I've heard of it. I'm sorry about that, Knight Rider 82, but thank you so much for the super chat. We got Julius Calloway who says Denise. Oh, because he wrote Denise. A lot of people write Denise to me all the time.
Let's not forget
I
where
don't
Raquel
mind it,
and
honestly. It's not a big deal to me. So you didn't have to send a follow-up super chat to correct it. Because I do have a lot of people that write Denise. Sometimes I don't know if they think that's the way that my name is spelled, or if they're writing Denise because I'm nice. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm not really sure. Thank you, Julius.
The power of a Raquel Rodriguez cover off the big
Denise.
hook in the leg and a kick out.
All right, let me see. Hold on, what's
The prodigy.
Ender Buckley says, my grandma was not that chill about things, but to be fair, she ran the books for half the places I worked. Oh, yeah, that's totally different. Totally different. No, CD Fair, Santi's not in today. He's not doing the post show today. He'll be back next week for the post show. So next week, we'll get back to our normal schedule, but no, not this week. But he obviously told me like way in advance. Like, Santi gave me like a 1 month's notice that he was going to be out last week and today. So yeah. So today I'm going to have to ride solo. It's just me, Oos. Day one ish, it's just me, Oos.
There is just a viciousness.
Also, hey, what's up, Raymond Reigns? Thanks for being in here. What's up? We got Miami Scorp says, maybe you can talk about who you think will be Stephanie's next opponent. It seems like they're all in serious all the serious contenders are in storylines right now. That's a fact, bro. Like, not even lying. I kind of would like her to do something with Bailey. But Bailey right now is doing this. But I hate to be like, oh, it should be Bailey, but Bailey's just such a good wrestler, and she's a serious competitor, and she always has the best matches with just about everybody. So that's why I'm like, Bailey is an option. And I, like, even though she's involved in this whole thing, I feel like she should still be,
And Bailey now.
I don't see why she can't be competing with Stephanie, you know?
Trying to fight back into this match.
Well, Bailey needs to get the hell out of there in a big way. She's got a fresh Valkyria on the outside of the ring.
Hip Clip, have a great day. Thank you so much for tuning in, by the way. That was very nice of you to be in here.
Yeah, Roxanne had trouble getting through the ropes, but she was still able to prevent Bailey from making the
Aw, you're gonna hate me. Knight Rider says, have you ever watched Who's the Boss? I'm so sorry. You're gonna hate me. The answer is no. But I don't want to lie to you. Knight Rider, I'm 0 for 2 with the ones you've given me so far. 0 for 2. Knight Rider's gonna be like, bro, what do you watch? I am so sorry. The answer is no. I have not seen Who's the Boss. I always feel bad whenever someone asks me if I've seen something and the answer is no. My apologies, Knight Rider. I feel so bad. I'm sorry. Thank you for the super chat. I'm like, thank you.
Needed out of there in the worst way and taking a hell of a beat down, and finally the fresh Valkyria in there.
All right, Lyra's working her magic on Roxy right now.
It's so much fun to watch. Oh, there goes Raquel.
Ender Buckley says, in Denise's defense, she's younger than a lot of us who did, and even many of us saw them on reruns. Wow, now I feel even worse. Jason says, Knight Rider giving you shows from 20 years before you were born. Oh, okay, so these aren't current shows? No wonder I was like, no, I haven't even seen them like on a streaming platform. I didn't realize these were old shows. I thought these were like new shows.
Top rope now. Roxanne, though, sends Lyra into the corner.
Robert Rodriguez says, I usually watch Santi, but I've traded sides recently. Well, he's on vacation, so he deserves his vacation. He deserves his I can't speak. Damn it. He deserves his vacation. Bro, I'm like, gotta drink some water. Usually when you get tongue-tied and you can't say words normally, that means you need some water.
Tag, here comes Raquel.
Because usually, like, your tongue will get stuck if it's not nice and wet. Wait, is that weird to say? It sounded weird coming out of my mouth. I apologize for saying that at 6:46 a.m. Yes, Tracy. I've seen a few episodes of Girl Meets World, but I was more of a Boy Meets World fan.
That does not bode well.
Taylor Cannon says Knight Rider and Who's the Boss were on when I was a kid in the 80s. Oh, yeah, no, I haven't seen that.
And now Bailey, claw breaker to Raquel.
Fred Dixon says Baywatch and Knight Rider talking car shows. Knight Rider was a car show? Knight Rider doesn't sound like a car show. I thought Knight Rider was like about knights, you know, that are like fighting crime and shit and defending their castles. Is that not what Knight Rider's about? You know, a knight defending his castle.
This has been complete domination here.
Joe Anthony says, I don't like Bailey's story. I like her being kind of like cuckoo, but it's not really going anywhere right now. Like, it hasn't progressed. You got Armand here who says Boy Meets World is his favorite show of all time.
Bailey's starting to fight back now.
What? Zane Miller says it's about a talking car named Kit. What? Bro, never in a million years would I have guessed that's what Knight Rider is about. I seriously imagine some man on a horse defending a fucking castle. It's about a talking car? That's crazy. I would have never guessed that. Never.
Face first, off the leg scissors, cover now. And Lyra just breaks things up.
Well, that was good.
That's funny. Holy shit. That is so funny.
Lyra desperately trying to shake some sense.
Raquel goes shoulder first to the post. Roxanne sent outside the ring.
Oh, Jesus. Lyra's like, wake up, girl. Wake up. You're in this match. Yo, what a way to fire her up. Now she's like, now she's enabling Bailey. Hey, it worked. Bailey's up and running. Bailey likes it rough. Hey, hey, hey. Wink, wink.
Did you see the look on Bailey's face when she was just a few feet away from us? Bailey, irate, takes out Raquel, running knee out of Roxanne.
Well, this is that different side to the personality that Bailey has shown in flashes. It's now directed directly at the Judgment Day.
And Bailey from the top rope with the elbow.
Nice. Then they're about to finish her off. Aw, Roxanne taking another pin, guys. Yeah, this is interesting. Like, where more are we going with this?
Well, the friendship issues between Lyra and Bailey over the past few weeks were actually used to their advantage here. It was really that slap.
Like, what's the end game here? Bailey and Lyra again? Like, is that the end game? Like,
that slap changed everything.
You know, them sort of being in this, like, weird situation.
And she just turned on the jets.
I'm assuming that's like the big blow off eventually whenever they decide to like do their thing, right? I don't know. Robert Rodriguez says today's Raw theme, enabling. Yeah, we've had 2 storylines where we're enabling here. Ben Fossey says, please, no more of the storyline. Wow, so it feels like a lot of people don't seem to be as interested in this storyline as I thought people would be.
I was just going to say, Wade, do you think Lyra finally figured Bailey
I just feel like I cared more when they had Bailey feuding one-on-one with Roxanne many, many moons ago. I liked that more than what we're seeing right now.
This is why I love you.
Polly singing.
I love you, man. God, the last 6 months, nothing but smiles.
Oh, I thought he was going to tell him, I know I love you. You know I love you, but your vocals are horrible.
Are nothing compared to what the next 6 months are going to be. The next 12 months, the next 18 months. The future is special, Paul.
Bro, this whole time I thought he meant future like 5 years from now. Not like 18
Something
months.
big is on the horizon. And I don't know when, I don't know how, No, you do.
Honestly, I would fall
Boys,
asleep in that
yes.
jacket. That jacket looks very
Boys,
comfortable.
boys. Man, masterful work. Masterful work. Masterful. Those Usos, I'm so sick of those Usos. You guys, I love you guys, man. I love you. And seeing your faces and seeing what you've become and feeling all of the energy here tonight and this weekend, guys, this, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, this is
Paul Heyman smile.
This is the most
He's like,
incredible weekend of my professional life.
really? This
I
one?
mean that from the bottom of my
Seth,
heart.
you've had some really big moments. Are you sure this is the one?
The birth of my child, marrying my wife, and seeing how much you two have grown in the last 6 months.
I don't know, bro. I thought like WrestleMania 31 was cooler for you, but hey, what do I know?
I mean that. But I want to take a minute to let you guys know this is the mountaintop. This is the rarefied air. Breathe that in. It's incredible. Very few men understand what this is like, and you guys are here.
Braun Breaker doesn't look sold.
The crazy thing.
Look at his face. He doesn't look convinced.
I feel like we are this close.
Bronson's drinking the juice. He's drinking. He's chugging that juice. Braun, I don't know.
I'm on cloud 9, man.
He
I'm
looks
on
a little
cloud
bit
9. There's
suspicious.
Absolutely no one that can knock me off that mountaintop.
Oh, he's about to get knocked off that mountaintop. Yeah, Survivor Series is coming up November 29th, 2025. That'll be here sooner than later. All right, let's see what we got here. What is everyone saying? Oh, hey, Maxine, guys, after her explosive match last week with Becky Lynch. Let's see what she has to say.
Let's take a look at the footage from last week's Raw.
Oh, okay, we've seen that. Okay, we'll wait for her promo to start. So, hey, Kenty! What's up, Kenty? Says, hey, Denise, long time. I hope there's an underlying babyface push for Kyrie in the Rihio storyline. Love your content as always. Oh, 100%, Kenty. Whenever Kyrie finally decides to stand up for herself, it's going to be like a massive moment. So that's definitely part of what I think has to happen in that whole storyline. Thank you so much for being here and showing some support, man. I really appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. We also got Bailey Darley here who says Bailey and Bailey is awesome.
Congratulations, Maxine.
Thank you, Bailey. I'm with you. I agree. I agree too.
Intercontinental Champion Becky Lynch. It looks like that win caught you a little bit by surprise, but now that you've had a week to process, how are you feeling?
Kathy, I am ecstatic.
She should be.
Last week was not only the biggest match of my career, it was the biggest win of my career.
It was.
I've worked so hard to get to this point.
She has.
Thank you, guys.
No, like legit, she has. Congrats, girl.
I've worked so hard, and I knew that if I played my cards right, I could pull off a win over the man, and that I did. But more importantly, Kathy, I owe a huge thank you to the WWE Universe. You guys have been on this journey with me since my very first match, and you've continued to ride with me, and I cannot thank you enough.
I love it. Hey, we're on board.
Well,
she's a good
Maxine,
baby
I've
face.
also heard some rumblings today that you have a big announcement. So would you care to share with Perth and the WWE?
An announcement.
I'd love to, Kathy. Next week on Raw, I will be facing Becky Lynch for the Intercontinental Championship.
Hey, yo. Oh, in her hometown too? Wow. I mean, she's definitely not winning that, but hey.
Well, I think
but still, that's awesome. It's awesome.
Technically, you are 1-1 with Becky Lynch. So, very much looking forward to that match next week. I feel like it's just been so great to see your trajectory and your rise. Perth is doing it best. You deserve it. Let's
let's head back to the action on Monday Night Raw.
I liked that. I liked that promo. That was like, she feels like an actual, she legitimately does feel like a good baby face on the show, honestly. So shout out to Maxine, who's had like a big rise in like 1 week. She's had a big 1 week rise.
Tickets on sale this Friday, October 7th. Again, this Friday with a pre-sale starting Wednesday, the 15th. Visit WWE.com/events.
Alrighty, let me see here. Thank you so much to Julie Witt, by the way, who just became a brand new DWL member. Welcome, Julie. Brandon Rosen, DWL member for 3 months, says, hello, good morning. Oh, Brandon Brown. Hey, Brandon, how are you? I'm so used to saying Brandon Rosen. But we got Brandon Brown, DWL member for 3 months. Good morning, Brandon. Thank you so much for joining the stream. I hope your day is getting off to a good start, man, and I hope you're enjoying Raw. Hey, who's that in the back? That's someone in the back, or is that furniture? I think that's furniture. I thought that was somebody. I thought that was like someone back there, but I guess it's furniture.
Won the match, but you know, it is what it is. I was in there with John Cena.
Also, shout out to AJ for that phenomenal match with
So are you.
John Cena.
You and John. I know the world is saying it. Let me say it. You created a moment in time.
Yeah. Moment.
Really?
What about my moment?
Hey, yeah, let's remind to this.
Here, and it seems like, you know, AJ Styles knows nothing about that.
Dom, we're trying to do business here, so if you're trying to drop a hammer on somebody else, yeah, I saw it. Do it another time.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course not.
But the only
See, I
thing
keep thinking that's a person on like the right side of the screen. I keep thinking that's somebody with big fuzzy hair and hat, looking down like this. I'm seeing things. It's official.
McGee's got a point here. He's the only one defending his championship. You know what? I think JD McDonough, Finn Balor should defend their tag team championships too.
They should actually. They hardly ever do.
Defend them against myself and Dragon Lee. I think that'd be a great idea.
That wasn't my idea.
You are onto something. What an idea. Yeah. Hey, since he had the idea, what if we do it next week live on Monday Night Raw for the world? That was a hell of an idea. You have provided inspiration. I agree.
Great. They're going to be so mad at him.
Nor should I. It was your idea.
I know I'm the man, but I'll let them know. You ruined this. You ruined it.
Of course you're going to let them know. That'll work. Yes, it will. And it's official.
Good luck with that conversation, Dom. Well, next week, Monday Night Raw, live on Netflix. We'll be in the capital city of California. We are in.
Hey, yo, shout out to Cal. We're going back to Cali.
Got themselves a tag team championship opportunity. Also, next week on Monday Night Raw, Maxine Dupree.
All right, here we go. So next week,
as she takes on.
By the way, next week we're back to our normal post show as well. Santi will be back next week to chat about Raw. So we got Dean and Becky Intercontinental title, Dominic and Rusev Intercontinental title.
Against an incredibly angry Rusev.
Let's say hi to Jackie Redmond.
Let's see who Jackie's interviewing. She's interviewing.
Gentlemen, please welcome your women's world champion.
Oh, Stephanie.
And brand new women's crown jewel.
Oh, that's here we go. We were wondering what we were going to get from Stephanie today. Let's think. Let's see. Jackie's so cute. I love Jackie. Her smile right now when she said Stephanie Vaquero is adorable. Just want to put her in my pocket, you know. I want to put Jackie Redmond in my pocket. Let's go. By the way, for those of you who weren't here for my Crown Jewel watch along, Stephanie herself tuned into the stream, guys. Like this stream right here that you're on right now, Stephanie was on for the Crown Jewel. She tuned in on Twitter and she commented. So Stephanie has been added to the Mark Henry list of Hall of Fame people that have joined this stream. So, ooh-wee, look at that outfit that Stephanie's wearing.
Congratulations
the skirt, the little straps, the high boots, the all black.
Crown Jewel champion.
And I love that she's got the all black look and Jackie's got like the white look. It's like Devil and Angel.
An incredible weekend.
I like that.
An incredible year for you. You've had 48 hours to digest winning this championship. How do you feel right now?
Me siento tan feliz, estoy tan contenta. I feel blessed because I am the first ever in WWE history to win 4 titles in 1 year.
Oh shit! Damn, I didn't even realize that.
Eso para mí.
Wow.
Felicidades, campeona.
4 titles in 1 year. Ooh, I'm loving all of this Latina action. Woo!
Why are
Woo!
you getting all emotional over a title you should have never won?
Oh, we were wondering who was next, by the way. We might get some
You
indication.
lost today and you're having a bad night, but it's not my problem.
Of course, it's not your problem.
Give me Steph and Roxanne.
Your problem if I would have gotten the match that I deserved, because everyone seems to forget that I was the last one that beat Io.
Yes, do it, do it, do it, do it.
At WrestlePalooza, I should be Women's World Champion. As a matter of fact, I should be Crown Jewel Champion.
I don't care who you had beaten, because you will never beat me. If you want to face me, stop crying and do something about it.
Yeah! You got my feisty Latinas on the screen.
On my time, not your time.
Aw, Roxy girl.
I wait in my infierno.
Ooh. Rawr. Like, okay, guys, it's got hot in here.
The whole world will want to see that.
It's getting hot in here.
Dangerously here, Stephanie McCurr. You keep guard up at all times around those women.
All right, so we were wondering who was going to be next for Stephanie. We got our answer. It's looking like it's Roxanne. Before she gets to Roxanne, she's most likely going to have to go through Raquel. There you go. We got our answer. We were trying to figure out what exactly was happening, and now we know.
Saturday at Crown Jewel, we were sold out. Tonight on Monday Night Raw, we are sold out.
3 days of Perth attendance, 40,503.
3-day attendance in Perth.
KJ says, look at all my girlies. Couldn't control myself during that segment. We got an angel here who says Latina power, gotta love it. For real. Zeno Hour sends hot emoji. All we needed was Lola out there being like, hey, yo, I'm a Latina. Dylan K says those boots are crazy. So hot. I love me a long black boot. Those always look really, really good. Like very, very good.
Come on, Wade. You have enough energy left.
All right, y'all, time to yeet. I'm not eating at 7:05 a.m. What kind of energy do they think I have? I can't yeet at 7:05 a.m. I don't got, my yeeting energy don't kick in till at least 3 o'clock. Actually, no, I'm wrong. 3 o'clock's actually my laziest hour of the day. To me, 3 p.m. and 4 p.m. is usually the hardest to be energized. That's usually when I'm the most tired, actually, during the day. Alrighty, let's see. Hey, what's up, Knight Rider 82 became a brand new DWO member. Welcome, Knight Rider. We also got Echo and the Hitchcockian. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says Bailey Lyra's storyline is fine. It's just a low point until Lyra wins the Rumble. Every wrestler has slow months, even the bigger wrestlers. So you think Lyra's winning the Rumble? That's interesting, actually. We haven't really, it's too early to kind of get into that. But I hadn't really heard anyone say that they think Lyra's winning the Rumble. But then again, when it comes to the women, there are a lot of options for who that can be and who can win the Rumble, right? To me, it's way too early to even try to think that way. Of course, Lyra, we know, has been pushed to a good degree by WWE. She's had a lot of massive moments, obviously inaugural Intercontinental Champion. Lyra's been, she's done well for herself on Raw. So her winning the Royal Rumble wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility. And then as for the Bailey Lyra storyline, I think part of it is just I think it started off interestingly, but then it turned into something else. I think I thought it was going to be more of like Bailey and Lyra against each other, but it's actually worked for them being together. Whereas I think maybe people might have wanted to see Bailey against Lyra instead of with Lyra. I don't know. That's just my assumption on that. Thank you, Echo and the Hitchcockian. We got John Taylor here who says, good morning. It's so early. Even my debit card was still sleeping. Let's see how it works now. John, it's funny because like you and so many other people were just here last night for Bound for Glory. So it feels so weird to be like, it felt like such a quick turnaround, you know, like just finished that stream. Oh, hey, we're on to the other one. It feels kind of weird being like, hey, just saw you last night a couple of hours ago. A lot of wrestling going on. This is a big wrestling month, guys. We still got like a couple more PLEs and pay-per-views happening this month, excuse me. We have Wrestle Dream on the 18th, so this coming weekend will be Wrestle Dream. Then on the 25th is NXT Halloween Havoc. So we got something going on every weekend for the rest of this month, man. Before we know it, we're going to be getting ready for Survivor Series. Kind of crazy. Thank you, John. We got CJ here. It says Stephanie McCarron, Jackie Redmond, Blue Chew promo code Denise. Ayo! And speaking of hanging out with us last night, CJ was also with us last night, hanging out, watching Bound for Glory. Thank you, CJ, for all the love and support, man. And yeah, Blue Chew promo code Denise. To DWO member Stephanie Vaquer, guys. Stephanie Vaquer is officially DWO. Isn't that fucking cool? I gotta tell you, that's fucking cool. It's cool that she, because, you know, obviously when you have someone like that be like paying attention to like anything you do, it like if people that don't know my streams or don't know my channel, they're gonna be like, oh, Stephanie's commenting on this girl's stream, like, let me see, what is that? And then, you know, she probably brought like some new eyeballs to the channel that maybe hadn't seen my channel. So the fact that she like went and did that, that was very cool. Very, very cool. Thank you, CJ.
Will become the #1 contender for the world title.
Yeah, we got Knight Rider says, hey, Denise, did you ever go to Catholic school? Yeah, I was actually just sharing that story earlier on the stream. I did go to, I didn't go to Catholic school, but I went to like, like I did my catechism, which meant that I took like the classes on Saturdays and stuff. Yeah, also shout out to my mom for getting to pick me up. She forgot to pick me up one day from school. And I was just standing there like, when's my mom gonna come pick me up? And so then I walked home. And when I say I walked home, I crossed the street because my house was across the street from the church. And my mom was like, you crossed the street! She was so mad. And I'm like, Mom, you forgot about me. I was standing there forever. I could see the window from the parking lot. She was so mad. Destructocon says, need a DWO Celebrity Wall of Fame. Oh, I'm working on it. I'm gonna do it, yeah. I have a great idea too. So my idea that I want to do is, because you know how I do like the whole Hollywood Salcedo thing? I want to do like a DWO Walk of Fame and have the little Walk of Fame stars and have like put Mark Henry's name and Stephanie's name for having tuned in to the DWO. So that's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to do like a little Walk of Fame. Yeah, I was thinking about it yesterday actually. Oh my gosh, that girl's crying because she's seen CM Punk. Oh, she says I waited 19 years to see CM Punk. Wow. Bro, that's incredible.
What an atmosphere.
That is incredible. Oh my God. You just never know what something means to someone, you know, and how long people have waited for certain things to happen. Some of us take that for granted, you know? That was awesome.
The love affair with this man for the WWE fans is absolutely incredible.
the cult of personality. Damn, 19 years. Wow. Wow, imagine waiting like 19 years to see your fave. That's a lot. That's definitely a lot. Wow. Yeah, I feel like sometimes we do take things. Like I feel like I take things for granted sometimes. Like seeing other people have these kinds of reactions is like it kind of puts things back into perspective. That's great. That's great. Oh, look, you can tell CM Punk's hyped now. He's like, fuck yeah, let's fucking go. All right, guys, this is our main event to determine the new #1 contender. Obviously, whoever wins here between LA Knight and Jey Uso and CM Punk will go on to face Seth Rollins.
Uso wants his title back. Punk wants his title in Rollins, and here we go.
We got Lou S who says, I choke up every time I see CM Punk return to wrestling. That's a fact, bro. I remember just being like, when he came back to wrestling, period, it was like, wow, I can't believe this moment, you know? And then when he came back to WWE, I was like, holy shit, what? You know, it's just crazy times.
Go to sleep early on. Knight fights out of it. Super kick by Jey Uso.
Punk and LA Knight were tagging together last week against Jey Uso and twin brother Jimmy. Well, they got the victory, however, major.
By the way, we got Fredo here. Fredo, thank you so much for the super chat. He says, quick note, Stephanie and Roxanne will have a great match because they're both roughly the same height. Hashtag short queens. You know, I actually thought they were a little similar in height. Stephanie seemed a lot taller today, but she also did have the boots though, so I don't know how much more height that was adding to her. But yeah, I was actually kind of surprised by how much taller Stephanie was than Roxanne. But Roxanne's tiny. Roxanne's like the size of Alexa Bliss, because Alexa Bliss is very tiny too. Like all of those girls are like roughly the same height. Alexa, Roxanne. The shortest one is Zelina. Like Zelina's short. She's super tiny. But all the other ones are like we're roughly around the same height, like 5 feet. But yeah, Stephanie looks a lot taller next to Roxanne than I expected. I've never seen Stephanie in person, like standing next to her. You know what I'm saying? Like I've never interviewed Stephanie in person. Both interviews were done virtually, so I don't really know how much, how tall or not she is.
Almost impossible to win a triple threat match with 2 other opponents in the ring.
Thank you, Fredo, for the super chat, by the way. Hope you have a good start to your week.
Down to 1-on-1. You can grab a submission, grab a quick pin.
Jay into the corner with the Irish whip, followed up by a big clothesline by
so let's see what we got in here. Shout out to Joe Anthony, who's here with us. Ender Buckley. We got R10 Gaming. We got Robert Rodriguez, who's been hanging out with us. We got Short King Goat, who's here with us too. Hey, Destructo-Con! And yes, cutest, I have interviewed Stephanie. I interviewed her before she was even in WWE. Your girl ain't a bandwagon. I'm like, I always get wrestlers in here right when they're the shit. You know, I see them, they're the shit. I want them on the channel. I'm not a bandwagon interviewer, you know? I get them on when they deserve to be on. A bandwagon interviewer. That's a new term that I just coined, bandwagon interviewer. But yeah, no, some people just wait until like people become mega stars to like interview them. Not me. I'm like, I like you as a wrestler. You're awesome. I want you. I want to talk to you. Let's talk. John Taylor says Dark State interview when? Bruh. Bruh. Also, Fredo says, I've been out for 6 weeks because of my surgery. I go back Wednesday and my sleep schedule is horrible now. Hey, Fredo, hopefully everything's all right with you. And hopefully you're healing all right. I know you go back on Wednesday, but hopefully everything's okay on your end, Fredo. Sending you some good vibes, man. Thank you. Spike Hunter says that first interview with Stephanie was great, Denise. I recommend it to everybody. Facts right there. Facts. Dave Jordan says bandwagon interviewer. It does happen a lot, guys. Like, look at when I interviewed Jacob Fatu. I interviewed Jacob Fatu. I had been trying to get that interview for such a long time. When he was in MLW, I kept asking MLW. I was like, I want Fatu. And like, whatever, right? It took forever. And then I finally got him at some random indie show in LA. When I posted that interview, it only got like 4,000 views, okay? But I didn't care because I was like, fuck, I love Fatu. He's so talented, whatever, right? Then he goes to WWE. Bam, I'm one of the few people that has an interview with Fatu. That shit blew up to like 75,000+ views in like 24 hours, you know? And so, like, for me, it's one of those things that, like, I was already a fan. I wanted to talk to this guy. Like, I was already a fan. And now, look, he's a big star, which is great, right? But, like, that does happen quite often where, you know, I'll have people on the channel before they blow up. And I'm proud of that because I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah. Like, I saw that. I recognized you were the shit, interviewed you, and now look at you. Like, you know, like, you're doing great shit, you know? So I have pride in that I have like talented people here on the show before they like even blow up.
Jey Uso with a step up in Zaguri. Jey, of course, a former World Heavyweight Champion, shocking the world at WrestleMania, knocking off Gunther to win the title.
There's a bring back cross sign in the crowd too. I've been liking a lot of these signs from the Australian fans.
LA Knight and his story, Wade. Still seeking that first ever world title.
Yeah, he's in danger of becoming the nearly man. He's had several opportunities. They've all gone begging, usually because he's been screwed out of those title shots.
And now Punk with a running knee over to Jey Uso. And now Punk with a bulldog and a clothesline.
Classic CM Punk ratcheting his way up through the gears, and so is this audience.
You know, they ask that question in golf a lot, Wade. Who's the best to never win a major? We're going to start asking that question of LA Knight. Is who the best never to win a world title?
Could be good night here for LA Knight, and good night for his dreams of becoming a world champ.
And Punk now with Knight up and down.
Looked like Punk was about to go for the go-to-sleep.
I also noticed that
LA Knight thought better of it.
I'm wondering if like
now going.
the 3-pack that they sold, I'm wondering if like people bought like the same seats for SmackDown and Crown Jewel and Raw, because I'm seeing a lot of the same signs in the exact same sections. So it looks like the people sat there like in the same seat for like the same days. So I know you can do like combo tickets. So I feel like quite a few people did that because I can tell based off the signs.
Punk now with Knight on his shoulders, who slips underneath. And LA Knight now with that inverted DDT planting CM Punk.
LA Knight deceptively.
Traditional DDT. Dropped Jey Uso on his head, and Jey could be out.
Yeah, the feet of Jey Uso got trapped under that bottom rope. You try and ride out a DDT like that. Didn't get the chance to. Took it right on the crown of his head.
Yeah.
And LA Knight now with double elbows. Cover on Punk. And a near fall. Cover on Jey Uso. Near fall. Something's got to give.
Alrighty. We got Hunter Dobbs that says Denise Stephanie is 5'4". Yeah, that seems about right. Cause yeah, she was like a couple inches taller than Roxanne, and Roxanne is about my height, and I'm 5 feet, so Stephanie is clearly a couple more inches taller. That's the perfect height, I think, in my opinion. Like, if I could be any height ever, I would be 5'4". 5'4" seems like a great height level. You know, not too tall, not too short. I would kill to be 5'4". Hate being short. There's nothing for me, like, I feel like it's, I'm like standing next to like really tall women, because I always feel like I'm their little daughter. You know, even if I'm older than them, I always feel like I'm their little daughter and they're my mother. And I hate it. I'm like, I want to feel like, you know, like we're of the same age. I don't want to feel like your child. You know? Definitely don't want to feel that way.
And Punk now.
Usually a good sign.
Bill W says you should stretch your legs. I should get that, like, that, can you get, like, your knees done or something? Didn't I hear that somewhere, or was that, like, a myth? Where they said you can get your knees done to, like, get extra height. I don't know, but that sounds spooky. I don't know about that. Like, I don't think I'd ever do those, like, plastic surgery stuff where you can gain 5 inches or something.
Remind everyone there's no count out in a triple threat match. That's why the official isn't counting.
Fredo says, I'm 6'4", my wife is 5'6", so I always forget she's tall to other women. Yep, 5'6", I would consider tall for a girl at least.
So back to his feet. Big kick to the face of Knight.
Once again, we're back down to these two, but very little left in the tank of either man to pick up the
Yeah, Ender Bugley says, I think anything like that would lead to more problems when you're get older. I feel like if I did like one of those surgeries, I feel like my legs would be all wobbly, you know? Like I wouldn't be able to stand with my own legs. Oh, hell no. Bryn says you can get surgery with breaking your legs and get rods to make you bigger. Oh, hells no. That sounds horrible.
Bronson Reed a little earlier.
Oh, good point.
Keep an eye on
that. Young Citrus says, if you want to stick 6 inches where it matters, Blue Chew, promo code Denise. Ayo.
Earlier tonight, Jay came to the ring to help out his brother Jimmy Uso. Even after he told Jimmy, I can't get involved in this type of stuff. It's cost me a world title before.
Yeah, I don't want to be tall that badly. Enough to break my legs and get rods put in. No thanks. I'd rather be a shorty. I'll be fine. I'll survive. Right in the boob. Stomping him in the boob. Oh, I'm sorry, the moob. He's stomping him in the moob.
And Knight now with a running knee. Jay may be down and out. Punk turns it around with a right.
CJ says, you want to gain inches? Blue Chew, promo code Denise. Ayo.
Stronger superstar here. Punk perhaps a little quicker, and it made all the difference in the corner there.
Yeah, Punk now to the top rope. Here comes LA Knight. All the way to the second. Now up to the top. Punk there.
Ooh, ouch. Ooh.
Jey Uso though with an Uso splash.
I just saw CM Punk's feet look like all funky right before that.
LA kicks out at 2. A near fall.
Thank you, CJ.
Oh, that was the moment Jey Uso thought he got victory. Stumbling superplex off the top, and then to capitalize was Jey Uso with that massive splash.
And there was just this
hey, what's up, Brown42? Thank you so much for tuning in to the stream.
He said, oh, come on! As Jey Uso thought it was his
Julia
moment.
says, I'm 5'3" and my ex-girlfriend was 5'7", and people always thought I was her younger cousin. Aww. Aww.
The megastar tonight.
Jey Uso now measuring Punk.
I think it's the crowd, Young Citrus, because like he says, Raw has a PLE feel to it tonight. It's the crowd. Because the body of the show has been like there really hasn't been anything new. Like this show on a United States crowd, we would have been here like, oh, the show's mid, you know, all of those kinds of comments. But when the crowd's lively, it definitely contributes a whole lot.
Punk is helpless, middle of the ring. Uso splash, Punk got the knees up.
Knees up onto those perhaps damaged ribs of Jey Uso.
Jey sucking wind here. Back to his feet. Punk with Jey up. CM Punk going to sleep. Knee to the face.
Hey, yo. Yeah, Punk wins. I was kind of expecting Punk to win, just because he's like the name there. But like Punk and Seth Rollins, all right, cool, we've seen that. So you know, I think this means like Punk has to defeat Seth. By the way, when are they gonna do this match? Did they say when? when they're gonna do this match? They didn't, did they? They just said #1 contender. But have they actually said when the match was happening?
This broke down in a huge way. The BFT made it look like the nearly man. LA Knight had scored the victory here. But he hadn't done it.
So what's up with Son Terrell? Thank you for being here, man.
Saving his chances. Trying to face it up.
Yeah, like I wasn't too surprised, like seeing CM Punk win. I was like, okay, yeah, that sounds about right. Someone says it's gonna be at the November 1st Saturday night's main event. Oh shit, I forgot about that. Oh, it's reported by Wrestling Observer News. Oh, okay, cool. Good to know.
The new #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, if it's gonna be Saturday night's main event, usually those shows are like, we don't really get like the best stuff, you know? I would much prefer it to be like on a different show. Robert says OMG CM Punk did steal his girl. Is that what he picked up on the max? I saw him picking something up. RJ. Not him adding the yeet. He was like, here's your spear and your yeet, bitch.
This cannot possibly end well.
Wait, you see the eyes upon him.
I was looking for it. It was on the other side. Oh, what's his face? Yeah, he's got him. Damn, I like the way he like leaped up afterwards, dude. Now that's like freak fucking ability. Freak athletic ability. There you go. You see how he did that? Not only did he do the massive spear, but he just did like kicked up, bam, up.
And now Big Bronson Reed into the ring, and CM Punk going over Reed, and Braun Breaker as well, and Punk is outnumbered, and this may be a massacre. This may be an assassination here tonight by Reed and Breaker, as Rollins looks on, and his vision destroyed, next in line for his title.
A massacre, that's the right word, Cole, you're exactly right, and it's by design. This is what Paul Heyman concocts. This is what the Vision execute.
Now mocking CM Punk. He wants to put Punk
oh shit. Yo, it's funny because it looked like CM Punk was in slow motion, but Braun Breaker was like on speed fast forward times 10, bro. And seeing those two worlds collide was kind of cool. Bro, Bronson's been on a tsunami roll as of late. He's on a tsunami roll.
Vision.
Nah, I feel like if Punk goes after Seth for the title again, he's got to get that dub eventually. But I don't want it to be at Saturday night's main event, though. I feel like it's got to be like on a big show, you know? But I know they want to hype up Saturday night's main event, but all the Saturday night's main event shows have just been like, eh.
Disgusting, Cole, but it's so highly effective. This is pure power before our eyes.
Well, what did Seth say months and months ago? Absolute domination. Absolute power.
These four men own this industry.
And that is what Seth Rollins' vision has always been. To take complete control of WWE.
All right, guys, so I'm going to do probably a super quick little post-review show. It's going to be super fast because, like... Fuck yeah! I told you guys! Remember in the backstage segment, I said Braun Breaker does not look convinced. I said Braun Breaker does not look convinced. He looks suspicious. Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Yeah! Let's go, Braun! I'm so happy! Oh, I was about to say, I don't know what I'm going to talk about in this post show. Yeah! Yeah! I'm so happy right now. Yes! Good! Yeah! All right, I'm awake now, guys. I'm awake. I'm up. Let's fucking go. I'm so glad they didn't stall this any longer. Wait, Bronson too? Bronson too? Fuck yeah! Yeah!
What the hell is going on?
Oh, my neighbors are gonna hate me so badly right now. It's 7:30 in the morning. They're gonna hate me so badly right now. If I get evicted, it's thanks to the vision. Ah, this is great. This is so great. Let's see what Paul Heyman does. I think Paul Heyman is gonna, I don't know. He looks scared. He looks like he just shit his pants, bro. I'm pretty sure Paul Heyman sharted. That's how scared he looks. He fucking wait, no, he's going to.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
they really said Thank God. I'm so happy right now. I was so over like the vision that I feel like, yeah, I'm so happy right now. I was about to tell you guys, you guys heard me. I was like, oh yeah, this is going to be like a 10-minute little post show or something. I don't know what I'm going to say. It was the same thing from last week. Well, now we got a shit ton to get into, so fuck yeah. Okay, well, before we get into all of that, you guys know what time it is. If you want to make sure that you finish strong the way WWE, oh, we got something here. If you go Monday Night Raw, Morning Raw, any Raw you go, and you want to finish strong, make sure you do so with Blue Chew, promo code Denise. Are you having technical difficulties in bed? Are you tired of being counted out, tapping out, or simply jobbing out? Get out of developmental and get drafted to the best sex you ever had with today's podcast sponsor, Blue Chew. Blue Chew is the original brand offering chewable tablets. These erection-enhancing tablets help men achieve stronger, harder, and longer-lasting erections for sexual activities. And Blue Chew is putting its money where its mouth is and offering you a month free. The process is simple. Sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. Blue Chew tablets are made in the USA and prepared and shipped directly to your door. You can take them anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead or be ready whenever an opportunity arises. The best part, it's all done online. That means no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. Remember, hard times breed better men. So make life easier by getting harder and discover your options at BlueChew.com. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try your first month of Blue Chew free when you use the promo code Denise. Just pay $5 shipping. That's promo code Denise. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the WWE RAW post show. It's your girl, Denise Salcedo. I am writing solo today because Santi is out, but don't worry, he will be back next week for our normal RAW post show. But damn, holy cow. So I thought that I was going to come on here and be like, oh yeah, it was just a basic, nice little edition of Raw. And that was it. Like, I was kind of even stressed out because I didn't really know like what my hard topics were going to be for the show. And just when I thought that all was over with, suddenly we had this massive moment in which Braun Breaker speared the fuck out of Seth Rollins, turning on him, and I was so thrilled because oh my God, there was a backstage moment earlier in the night where Seth Rollins was talking about how this was the happiest moment of his career and nothing, besides like the birth of his child and marrying his wife was anywhere near this weekend and what it meant for him to defeat Cody Rhodes at Crown Jewel. And he's talking about how this is so great. And I was watching that and I was looking at Bronson and I'm like, okay, first of all, Bronson, he looks like he's drinking the juice, right? Like he looks like he's buying into what Steph's saying. So good poker face, Bronson, good poker face. But Braun Breaker, during this segment, I said, you know what? He doesn't look convinced. He doesn't look like he's really happy about being there with Seth Rollins. He doesn't look like he cares. Like he looks suspicious. And I thought, okay, they're probably going to start inkling a little bit closer to that Braun Breaker turn. But I wasn't expecting it tonight. They legitimately surprised me. Like, honest to God, surprised me this morning with Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed and Paul Heyman also turning on Seth Rollins. Cue the explosion here. That is it. The Vision is no more, okay? Braun Breaker turned, then followed by Bronson, and then Paul Heyman. I wasn't sure if Paul Heyman was gonna throw himself on the floor and be like, oh my God, Seth Rollins, or what he was gonna do. And he ended up raising the arms of both Bronson and Braun Breaker. And I was so happy about this outcome. And the reason I was so happy is because I was over the Vision in a couple of ways. We're excited about the Vision when Braun Breaker joined, right? When Braun Breaker joined, it was like, okay, cool. Like this is, where business is rolling. And from the very beginning that Braun Breaker joined the Vision, we all knew that the end game was going to be him eventually turning on Seth Rollins. Like we've always known that this was going to be the end game, but we didn't necessarily know when that matchup was going to be, when that moment was going to be taking place, when that matchup would be taking place. We didn't know any of those other details, right? It was just like a wait and see game. Now, I feel like for the most part, a lot of different storylines on WWE. Triple H has sort of been slow walking the dog where he takes his time with certain things. And we've been waiting for certain things to happen and it's been a slow burn. I am thrilled that this moment happened today and that it wasn't a slow burn. I think they had an appropriate amount of time where it felt like, all right, we've done what we could with this story and it is now over. I like this because I wasn't a big fan of the Vision because there was like the beginning portions of it. I remember being on here talking about how I didn't like that Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed were looking like they were working for Seth Rollins instead of being like a cool friends group where, they're all bad guys, but they're friends. Instead of being presented like that, they were more so presented as almost like Seth Rollins' goons. And I didn't like that. I felt like it took away from Bronson Reed and I thought that it took away from Braun Breaker. And I did not love that. I didn't love how that made him look. And even today, we had a 20-minute promo from Seth Rollins, and we were sitting here being like, oh my God, like there was a lot of people that were in the watch along, that were in the chat, were like, yo, like this Seth Rollins promo, like we got to wrap it up. We got to wrap it up. Because there was a lot of the same things that we hear each and every single week. And that kind of gets old, right? Like every time you hear Seth Rollins do the same bits over and over. And even in the beginning, when Seth Rollins, there was multiple signs, guys, even before that backstage segment. If you guys recall, Seth Rollins told Braun Breaker, like, oh yeah, your career is so much better now that you're here with the Vision and, all of these great things has happened to you and blah, 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 right? And I remember when he said that, I was like, nothing has really happened to Braun Breaker since he joined the Vision. Like, what are you talking about? Like, he was a former Intercontinental Champion even before he joined the Vision. So it's not like Braun Breaker's life has drastically changed in the Vision, right? So I kind of thought like, okay, that's kind of BS, right? But then when he went to Bronson Reed, though, like I wasn't expecting Bronson to turn either. I almost thought Bronson was going to stick around with Seth. So him also turning on on Seth. That one I didn't necessarily see coming because Bronson, on the other hand, things have been going pretty well for him. But it all makes sense though, because remember when he came into the group, when Bronson came into the group, some people were like, oh, why is Bronson in the group considering he had been beefing with Seth Rollins beforehand? I love that he was in the group because he had defeated Seth Rollins before. And I liked that because in a way he sort of earned respect from Seth Rollins, right? For actually being able to, stand up on his own 2 feet, right? And face him like a man, whatever. But they also have history. Like they weren't always the best of friends. No, like they did not like each other before Bronson was in the Vision. So Bronson, things have been going pretty all right for him. Like he just defeated Roman Reigns. But here's the thing. He just defeated Roman Reigns. That means his ego and his confidence is at an all-time high coming off of Crown Jewel. So does he really need Seth Rollins? No, he's got his own, thing going. He can say, I defeated Roman Reigns. You weren't there. You didn't help me. You didn't do any of that. Like, no. And so Bronson, I thought, okay, but in a way, like, I honestly thought that Bronson was going to stick with Seth Rollins. Like, I thought this was just going to be a Braun Breaker thing. So when Bronson joined in with Braun Breaker on the attack of Seth, I was legitimately surprised. But I was so happy. I feel like this is exactly the way to go. This completely livened up Raw, 100% made it worth it. And, this was the right way to go. This was the right way to end it. We had, this show was in Perth, Australia. A lot of us in the United States, we were kind of stuck with the crappy time slot, but it's okay because, other places get screwed all the time with crappy time slot. I honestly, if we would have gotten everything that we got on Raw today, minus this Braun Breaker Bronson Reed moment, I would have been like, yeah, I didn't have to wake up at 5 a.m. to do this. I could have probably skipped this week. No big deal. I probably would have thought that. But with this explosive ending to the show in Perth, Australia, which Perth, Australia, phenomenal job as a crowd, by the way. They fucking killed it. But with the ending, I was thinking to myself, oh my God, had I not woken up to watch and cover the show live, I would have been so mad at myself if I would have missed this moment. Because as a person who watches and, watches the weekly product and is invested in what I'm seeing, I wanted to be here for that moment where Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed turn on Seth Rollins. So your girl is happy. I'm happy as a clam right now because I'm interested in this. I'm intrigued. And now I'm wondering how this is all going to play out, considering that right before that, we had CM Punk also, who is now the new #1 contender against Seth Rollins. And it's funny too, because when CM Punk won, when he won his #1 contendership match against Jey Uso and LA Knight, I started thinking, okay, like I'm a big CM Punk fan, but been there, seen and done that, right? Like I wasn't necessarily losing my mind because CM Punk was the new #1 contender to face Seth Rollins. I wasn't. We've been there, seen and done that multiple times. So for them to have this explosive ending was 1000% the way to go, because if not, it was going to start to feel like very repetitive. It was going to start to feel like there was nothing new and lively on the show. So great ending to Monday Night Raw. It made it worth me waking up at 5 a.m. to watch the show. So thumbs up. All right. I'm feeling this is polar opposite of my review from last night for a different show. But let's go ahead and get into some of these super chats that we got here, because I'm curious to see what you guys all have to say. We got Bob Ross Jr. here who says, holy plot twist, Batman. Everyone that was here watching the stream, I think suddenly was like perked up. Suddenly, everybody was like, oh shit, we weren't expecting that. And that's the part that I thought, what I like was the subtlety. Because even though I noticed in that backstage segment that Braun Breaker didn't really look like he was buying into what Seth Rollins was saying, it was very subtle. It wasn't necessarily like, he wasn't rolling his eyes. He wasn't doing this. He wasn't making a Fuchi face. He wasn't doing any of that. It was very, very subtle. So that subtlety could have been missed. And even if you caught the subtlety, you still weren't expecting the turn to happen here tonight. So phenomenal stuff. I love that. We got Sheldon Jackson here who says Seth and him leading factions just don't work. We've known that they've tried this multiple times and it hasn't worked. I don't know why. It just doesn't. They had a lot of really great ingredients in the vision. I mean, you had Paul Heyman, who works very well with a lot of like wrestlers in terms of like presenting them and them having like this relationship. It didn't work with Seth. And then also like Bronson Reed, big meaty dude, you're into it. Braun Breaker, one of the most exciting wrestlers that they have in ring on the show. All of those are good ingredients. Somehow though, it just did not work. I thought it was, and just sadly it didn't. So I think they pulled the plug the right time and just added so much more life to it. Thank you so much, Sheldon. We got Saif Den Super here who says, I guess Bronze couldn't take those terrible promos anymore. I could see Theory, Mello, and Oba could join this faction. Really, really interested. So do we think that, I don't even know. I don't think that we should have, honestly, I don't even think Steph should have like a full new faction. Maybe he can make some friends, cool. But like we just saw right now, like the faction with Seth and a bunch of guys doesn't work. If they were to recreate a different version, the Vision 2.0, cool, whatever. But the interesting part here is where we're at right now. The interesting part is seeing Braun Breaker versus Seth Rollins. That's going to be the thing that we want to see. So I'm curious though, when Seth faces CM Punk, does he drop the title to CM Punk, or is this a situation where Seth holds on to the title until Braun Breaker finally defeats him for the title? Who do you want to see take the title from Seth Rollins? Is it going to be CM Punk, who's been feuding with him day and night, and we've been wanting to see CM Punk as champion? Or is it going to be the hot, young, up-and-comer Braun Breaker? I don't know. Thank you, Saif. We got Fredo here who says, how big of a push does Braun get? This seems huge. 1,000% huge. We've been talking a lot. People make jokes all the time about how, the big stars in WWE are all, older gentlemen. And people make jokes about that, right? They talk about how like there's not really the young guys that are like thriving and doing their thing. And hey, eventually these guys are going to age out and you do need to bring in young, hot talent. Braun Breaker has all the makings to be that guy. There's only one thing that Braun Breaker needs to work on, and even then he's got plenty of time to get that down, and that's mainly just like the promos, because Braun isn't really great at promos. Like that's not really his strong suit. But Braun is so entertaining in the ring, like the way he runs the ropes, the way he does the Frankensteiner, the way that he does the spears. All of that is so beyond, like not very many people have that kind of presentation in the ring. So that carries more weight. I think it almost kind of, you're able to disregard the promos if you're seeing that side of Braun Breaker, but eventually he's got Paul Heyman still. So Paul Heyman can still be that mouthpiece for Braun Breaker. So that's good. I like that Braun and Bronson are still sticking with Paul Heyman. I'm good with it. I'm good with that because Bronson Reed is not bad on the mic, but he's also still getting his sea legs when it comes to that. Thank you, Fredo. We got Tracy WV here who says you couldn't even be nice to him for 3 hours. Hey, Tracy, I'm sorry. It's all off the table. Look, I turned on Seth. Braun Breaker turned on Seth. Bronson Reed turned on Seth. Paul Heyman turned on Seth. It's all on the table now. My hands are tied. I'm that little, that GIF, that GIF of the guy breaking from the chains? That's me right now. I'm like, yeah, I can say what I need to say about this. I like Seth Rollins. Believe it or not, I'm a Seth Rollins fan. I like Seth Rollins, though, as a wrestler. I like his matches, and I like what he does in the ring. But promo-wise, that's where I kind of start looking in other directions. So unfortunately, sorry, Tracy. We got Jonathan Contres here who says, what the hell does this mean for War Games? Well, let's think here. Jesus. So we got, okay. So, we can have Seth, right? Seth versus the Vision, but I don't even know who would be in Seth's group. So maybe that's not what's happening for War Games. Maybe we see a world where it's, I originally thought was, I thought it was going to be like Team Seth versus Team CM Punk. That's what I legitimately thought. before WrestlePalooza. Like, that's where I thought we were headed. I mean, we can still do that, but Seth don't got nobody now. So I don't really know what his team would look like. So I don't really know what War Games is going to look like. If I'm not seeing it, I'm sorry. Let me know if there's something super obvious that I'm kind of missing right now. Thank you, Jonathan. We got Fredo here who says, shout out to Perf. They deserve the show. They did. There was an incredible moment in the crowd where when CM Punk came out, there was a girl who had a sign that said she waited 19 years to see CM Punk, and she's like bawling tears. And it's cool moments like that because I think we've all, especially if you've been a long-time wrestling fan, I think a lot of us have been in those moments where you kind of get emotional, especially when it comes to your favorites. And so I feel like seeing that sometimes, like, you relate to that. And given how much negativity we see on social media and how people are always so mad, getting to see real raw emotion like that, it kind of makes you go like, man, that's what it's all about. When you see your favorites, they mean something to you. And so, yes, I do think the Perth crowd was phenomenal. They brought it Friday. They brought it at Crown Jewel. Crown Jewel delivered. And then Raw today also delivered, especially with the ending. Thank you so much, Fredo. We got Bailey Darley here who says, now time to get spoiled for Americas that didn't wake up early and what's happening with the title. And I believe Seth is hurt. So just a heads up, guys. Raw aired live everywhere. So this isn't like SmackDown, where SmackDown, it only, if you had a VPN, did you get you could have watched in the morning, sure, but it still aired at its normal time slot at 5:00 on USA Network. But Raw aired everywhere, like everywhere you could have watched it. So sadly, if you did not watch live, you are going to get the show spoiled. But I think most people already knew that. But it's a little different from SmackDown. Like, even with SmackDown, I didn't want to see any spoilers because I knew I was going to watch the 5:00 show. But with Raw, I knew I had to tune in for this time because it wasn't going to be live any other time. So a little bit different situation there between Raw and SmackDown. But yeah, this is going to be a massive thing to wake up to those fans that did not wake up to watch the show, which honestly, don't blame them, especially those on the West Coast. Thank you, Bailey. We got Bob Ross Jr. here who says, at this point, whoever lied to Meltzer and gave him a fake War Games info deserves a raise. I did not see that, but also I am a fan of Dave. I respect Dave a whole lot. I used to work for the Wrestling Observer for 5 years, so I have a lot of respect for what they do over there, for both Brian and Dave and everybody else that works there, because I really like those guys over there, and they treated me very well for 5 years. They gave me my first solo show, so I got nothing but respect for those guys over there at the Observer. Thank you, Bob. We got AJ Tripp here who says, guys, don't forget Seth likes to fool people. Don't be surprised if at Saturday Night Main Event the Bronze helps Seth win. Nope, AJ, nope. That if they did something like that, it would be one of the worst storytelling decisions ever. No, you cannot go back on this. This is not meant to be a trick. This is fully on actual turn and breakup of this iteration of the Vision. Let's not even put it out there. That's not going to happen. That would be terrible storytelling. So definitely not. Thank you so much, AJ. We got Terrence Matthews here who says, we all knew it's going to happen eventually, but I don't think anyone was expecting it tonight. Terrence, from your words to me, to everybody here, I feel like that's honestly what we were thinking, because we all knew it was going to happen. Did not expect it here tonight. Again, that subtlety was a very nice way to go. Like, they didn't overtly plant the seeds, and if they did, they were very subtle seeds. And I like stuff like that, by the way. I like when things aren't so obvious, where they're not like flashing lights in your face, it's a subtlety. I like that. Thank you, Terrence. We got John Stamey, DWO member for 10 months. It says, happy Monday, Denise. Also, Stephanie versus Roxanne. Let's effing go. So that's another big topic, by the way. We were wondering who is Stephanie's next opponent going to be. And we weren't really sure. Like, we were talking about how, a lot of the girls are kind of caught up in some bigger story, not bigger, but some of the other bigger challengers were involved in other stories, so we really didn't know who was going to be next for Stephanie. However, today she was confronted by both Roxanne and Raquel. They had a little confrontation. It was my Latina girls. They were on fire today. And so it's looking like we are going to see Stephanie and Roxanne enter into a program, which I am thrilled about. I wish that Roxanne had more wins going into this, but whatever. They have history. I like Roxanne. She's a former two-time NXT Women's Champion. I had really high hopes for Roxanne Perez on the main roster, and this is actually the thing I've been most excited about for Roxanne on the main roster since she got there, besides the stuff that she briefly got to do with Liv Morgan. I feel like the stuff that she's going to start right now with Stephanie is the thing that I've been most interested in, because I think Roxanne shines best when she is a solo act, right? Because she's such a good wrestler, and I really like what she does in the ring, and I like her personality too. And I don't think we've really gotten to see as much of it on Monday Night Raw. And I think we can really bring it out right here in this feud with Stephanie. And not only that, but she'll have good matches with Stephanie. And before we even get to Stephanie and Roxanne, we'll probably see Stephanie and Raquel, which will also be really good because Raquel has also been on fire. So right now, this feels like, all right, I'm interested. As a first challenger to Stephanie, I'm on board with this one, so I like it. Thank you so much, John Stamey. We got Saif Den Super, who says credit to Triple H for pulling the plug on the Vision. Yeah, I'm with you. That was one of the first things that I said right at the top of the show was sometimes he slow walks the dog. Nah, this time we didn't slow walk the dog. We ran with the dog. All right, I'm hyped, guys. I'm too hyped. Somebody calm me down, please. Somebody calm me down. We got Oscar Laura here who says, thank you, Oscar, for the generous super chat. He says, Paul turned on Seth. Bronson turned on Seth. Braun turned on Seth. Denise turned on Seth. Sports Illustrated turned on Seth. Bald Cross turned on Seth. Yo mama turned on Seth. Your neighbor across the street turned on Seth. Everybody, I'm so sorry, Seth Rollins. But we had to wrap it up, bro. We had to wrap it up. I'm very sorry, but it's just we had to call it a day and move on. You know. Thank you. Next, in the words of Ariana Grande. Thank you, Oscar Laura. We got Bailey Darley here who says I would like Punk to take the title from Braun Breaker so Seth can recover. Solo MFTs versus Wyatt 6 will be War Games. Oh yeah, I forgot about that storytelling that they're doing there too. The only thing, though, Bailey, is that I don't really feel like the MFT, My Family Tree, and the Wyatts as War Games is, I don't feel the star power is nearly as strong as it has been in the past. I think you need to put, like, more star power in there. And sadly, the My Family Tree really hasn't been top-notch. And the Wyatt 6, like, even though the fans love them, they've also kind of not been like top tier on the show. So I like the story, but I don't think that should be the War Games match. But let me know what you guys think on that. Thank you, Bailey. We also got Oscar Lara here who says Seth with Los Americanos for War Games. Bro, at this point, those might be his only friends that he can get. Bring them in, guys. You're up, Los Americanos. Thank you, Oscar. We got Terrence Matthews here who says, could this potentially lead to Seth and Punk team? Nope, absolutely not. They should not team up together. I think when two guys have history like that, where they hate each other so much and one of them keeps calling him a cancer, nope. I'm sorry. Seth Rollins and CM Punk should not be a team. They're freaking beefing with their wives. Both of them have put their hands on each other's wives. No thanks. Absolutely not. Do not team Seth and CM Punk together. That would be hella stupid. It just wouldn't be good. So sadly, I'm out on that one. When you get so personal and so much beef for such a long time, like there are two people I never want to see team up together or be on good terms. And that is Seth Rollins and CM Punk. And that is Drew McIntyre and CM Punk because of all of what has gone down in their respective storylines. Thank you, Terrence. We got David Primero here who says Braun turning on Seth makes him a hotter commodity. Braun's stock went all the way sky high right now. He like soared. Bro was like Katy Perry in the little rocket. Bam, he went up. We got David Primero who says, don't tell me Seth will make team with CM Punk for War Games. Nope, I don't think he should. So hopefully they don't do that. That would be a stinking bad call. So I would presume that Triple H would not make that call. I hope he would not make that call. We got CJ here who says, completely unrelated to the show, I just saw Mike Chioda saying about refs should get inducted into the Hall of Fame. What are your thoughts on that? I'm with it. I think if you are a person that has contributed to the wrestling space in a tremendous way, whether that's a Hall of Fame, interviewer, announcer, I think that you should be part of the Hall of Fame, because remember, like, wrestling isn't just about, you know, the people that you're just seeing there. There's a lot of people that play into this big, you know, it's a big beast, man. It's a big monster, this pro wrestling business. And there's hundreds and hundreds of people that are a part of that. So I say acknowledge the people that have made an impact, even if they are not necessarily, you know, wrestlers. Thank you, CJ. We got PWS who says, imagine the fans in the US still sleeping. Bro, that would have been me. It's 8:01 a.m. I don't wake up at 8:01 a.m. I usually wake up at 9 a.m. Thank you, PWS. We also got Fredo here who says, oh, a Stephanie Roxanne Liv triple threat for a big PLE would be amazing. Yeah, man. I can't wait till Liv comes back, because I'm curious to see if they pick up on the stuff that she did with Roxanne Perez. I think they should. Also, AJ Lee's been gone for a minute. Like, she still hasn't been back. I was expecting them to pick up that storyline with her and Becky Lynch, and that still hasn't necessarily culminated. I'm wondering when she's going to be back to continue that. All we know in regards to maybe it'll be happening, I don't know, maybe it'll happen in Sacramento next week. I don't know. But we are going to be seeing Becky Lynch versus Maxine Dupree for the Intercontinental Championship next week on Raw in the hometown of Maxine Dupree. So shout out to Maxine. But yeah, that's definitely a match that I would have loved to see. We got Knight Rider here who says, have you ever seen the movie The Exorcist? Yes, I have. I definitely saw The Exorcist, like the old school one. Very scary stuff, bro. I don't mess with that. That stuff's terrifying. Thank you, Knight Rider 82, for asking and for also sending in that super chat. All right, so let's go ahead and sorry, guys. I need to pull up the entire card here for Raw before I blank here on everything that happened. Ah, shit. I don't have the actual card. All right. So hold on one second, guys. I need to pull up this card. I don't actually have it. Let me see. WWE Raw, October 13th. Usually, usually we have someone on the site that puts that up, but I don't think it's up just yet. So let me pull up WWE's result page. Damn, they also don't have it. All right, whatever. I'll just go through the rest of the show as I remember it then. So I'm writing without notes at the moment, or without any anything. Damn, everyone's lagging today. They're like, it's so early in the morning. We're not gonna have anything up right now. All right, so one of the other things that we got to get into with this show is Dominic Mysterio and Penta. That was one of the big topics, big matchups that had been announced even ahead of time on the show. And that was essentially, when they announced the match with Dominic and Penta for the IC title, I thought that there was a chance that they might actually do a title change. And the only reason I thought so was because, okay, they're in Perth, Australia. So I figured maybe there was a chance that that would happen. But there was a moment backstage where Penta ran into Rusev, and Rusev basically said, you know, I have whoever wins this match. Now, usually when companies sort of do these like backstage teases of a potential challenger versus the upcoming challenger, usually for me, it's a dead giveaway. Okay, that guy's not winning, because the reason why they would do the backstage interview or the backstage confrontation is to make people think that it'll happen, because they want you to be like, oh, well, Rusev and Penta had a stare down, so yup, Penta's winning today. That's going to happen. That's what they want you to think. But usually it's a trick. They want to mind trick you. And that's why the second I saw Rusev and Penta, I was like, yeah, Penta's not winning today. It ain't gonna happen. But I'm not upset about it at all for multiple reasons. One, I still think there's a more story to tell there with Dominic and with Penta, because Dominic used the hammer from the timekeeper. He hit Penta in the freaking knee with the hammer, and then put the hammer in his boot, and then did the 619 on Penta. So he basically cheated to retain the title, and he's going to go on to face Rusev next week. But I still think that Penta has claim to, he's got claim to the title. Like, he's got claim to say, nah, bro, like you cheated. You screwed me, man. Hey, let me show this footage to the referee. Let's have a rematch. There is still more that you can do there, especially with, he also said that he also wanted to come for the Mega Championship. So he's mentioned before he wants the Mega Championship. He's mentioned he's wanted the Intercontinental Championship. So he's mentioned all of these things now. And for that reason, I feel like there's still more that they can do there. Also, with Dominic Mysterio calling himself the king of the luchadors, I kind of want to see more of some more shit talking here where it's like, yes, your father is Rey Mysterio, and your father, Penta could talk about, some of the inspiration that he received from Rey Mysterio. They can do this whole, you're a fraud. You're out here calling yourself the king of the luchadors, but you don't know shit about what it takes to be a luchador. And they should have Penta talk about, the upbringing and what it takes to be a struggling luchador in Mexico. Bring that stuff in, man. Talk about how hard it is to grow up, poor in Mexico and try to make it as a wrestler, because Penta can talk about that stuff. Penta and Rey Fénix used to sell gum on the street just so that they could pay for wrestling school. Meanwhile, Dominic Mysterio, they can argue, grew up with a silver spoon in his mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are layers to this story that you can pull from both of their different lives and their upbringings and pull that into a story and do more with it. They can do a lot more with Penta and Dominic if they put their heads together. We can tell a more intriguing story. So that's why I wasn't upset that there wasn't necessarily a title change today, because I think that they can do more with that. All right, so let's go ahead and get into a couple more comments here. We got Bob Ross Jr. here who says, the one time Becky Lynch doesn't appear, the vision falls apart. I think she has something to do with this. No, I don't think so. Like, she's not going to betray Seth Rollins. Like, it would be very, very hard to buy Becky Lynch betrayed Seth Rollins, because they're married. They have a baby together. We all know this. Like, there's no way. There's no way. Thank you, Bob. We got CJ here who says, I'm so sorry, but who are the MFTs? It's the My Family Tree, and it's Solo Sikoa's group. Thank you, CJ. They're over on SmackDown. We got David Primero here who says, Braun Breaker's turn on Seth because he didn't allow him to tan in Australia. Hey, we mentioned that. I don't know if you were here when I mentioned that on Crown Jewel. I did say that Braun Breaker didn't look like his normal amount of tan. He looked a little lighter than he usually does. Anyways, David says, but he looks good without it. What do you think, Denise? Does Braun look hotter now? Oh, okay. I think he looks more natural without the tan. I think sometimes the tan could be a little too extreme. So I prefer the less tan. I think the less tan looks better. It just looks more natural. I'm with it. Thank you, David. We got Bailey Darley here who says, what will SmackDown feel like this Friday? I feel like everyone will think SmackDown is a letdown after what just happened. Well, SmackDown's got its own storylines. It's got its own thing going. So two totally different shows. And usually Raw is usually the more popular show, I feel, where Raw tends to get more buzz and whatnot. But there have been some editions of SmackDown that are better than Raw. And it's happened multiple times throughout, the years. But even so, Raw still remains like the A+ show. It's just always been like that, I feel. Even though SmackDown has been fucking killer for, in the past, SmackDown for a long time was better than Raw. But, it just is what it is. Thank you, Bailey. We got Algo here who says, Dom, Penta, Bailey, Lyra. Oh, thank you so much, Algo. Algo, I appreciate, bro. Like, seriously. I was like, where the hell are my normal people that, like, put the whole rundown? Freaking WWE doesn't even have the whole rundown yet. So, yes. Bailey and Lyra, Roxanne and Raquel, we kind of discussed that already. We didn't discuss Rhea and Kyrie, by the way. Asuka slapped Kyrie again, put her in a match with Rhea, and Rhea just basically ran through Kyrie. Kyrie tried her best, but she could not get him on Rhea whatsoever. Rhea defeated her, and afterwards, we still continue to see Asuka and Io going at it afterwards. So this continues this whole story with both of these teams, which I don't mind at all, because I am digging. I dug what they did at Crown Jewel. It was one of my favorite matches of the night, and I'm interested in the story. I'm interested to see how we continue going. And eventually Kyrie, she's got to break free from Asuka. So that's going to be a big moment, especially with the way Asuka has been treating her. So yeah. Jimmy and Bronson Reed, that was another match that we saw play out in which Bronson literally, so Jimmy went in there with not 100% at all. Like he had broken ribs. He was all taped, not broken ribs, but his ribs were messed up. And he had like tape all over his ribs. Like he wasn't looking great, right? And Bronson hit him with like tsunami splashes to the front, to the back. I mean, multiple times. Then Braun got him with multiple spears. Eventually Jay went out there to help him out. Jimmy didn't want him to help out, but he still went out there. But I feel like I was surprised they didn't have Jimmy stretchered out at the end of this segment because I'm like, yo, you went in there, you weren't even 100%, and then you took that hell of a beating. Like, I feel you gotta be like a broken down man at this point. And they didn't. I was kind of hoping he kind of did get stretched out to kind of sell this a little bit more because it was a gruesome beating. I even thought that, damn, are they gonna write off Jimmy Uso for like a few weeks because this beating is a little much for Jimmy. Poor Jimmy, you know. But yeah. I think I covered everything else, right? We talked about LA Punk and Jay. Punk won. We already discussed that. Sadly, you know, that got very, very overshadowed. The big thing was obviously the turn. Thank you so much, Algo. We got Bobby Means here who says, what do you think this means for War Games now that the Vision has turned on Seth? Give me your take. Yeah, so we kind of discussed that a few minutes ago where I had originally thought we were going to be seeing Team Seth versus Team CM Punk. But now that Seth Rollins doesn't have anybody, I don't really know what that is going to look like. I feel like that feels a little bit more up in the air. I'm hoping that somehow, some way that we get John Cena involved in that. I don't know how. But that's one of the things that I still want to see. But in regards to who's going to be the teams now, I don't know what that's going to look like. Because again, my original thinking was, oh yeah, it's going to be Seth and Punk. But now he's got no friends. Unless he wants to go in it alone, find some new friends, hold some auditions, get some people to join his team. Crazy stuff. Thank you, Bobby. We got CG here who says, oh yeah, if they've done MFT versus Wyatt's, I'd throw tomatoes. Yeah, like I said, the star power just isn't there to do that as a War Games match, unfortunately. We got A Ninja in here, sorry. A Ninja, thank you so much for the super chat. He says, someone said it might be a ruse to prolong Punk versus Rollins, and I hope not. No, it would be the stupidest thing on planet Earth to make this a ruse. Like legit, I do not think that would be the way to go. And if they did decide that this was going to be a ruse, I would call it, like I see it, the stupidest thing. That would be awful. I do not think they should do that. I think that Braun Breaker, like we've known, has always been the end game to turn against Seth. Now they've done it. Let's go through with it. I want to see this. I want to see Braun Breaker skyrocket as a star on the show, having turned on Seth Rollins. Do not let it be a ruse whatsoever. Let it be what it is. Just keep it simple, man. Keep it simple. Tell the story of Braun Breaker being like, nah, I don't want to be your boy. I don't want to be in the background. Bronson Reed, same thing. I don't want to be in the background of Seth Rollins. I don't need Seth Rollins. Look at me. I defeated Roman Reigns. Keep that going. Keep it simple. Tell a story. I'm with it. Let's not do this ruse crap like they did with the injury thing. So I'm totally against that. Thank you, A Ninja, for also sending in this super chat. Alrighty, guys. Wow. So let's see. I think I pretty much got everything for Monday Night Raw. Wow. So great times. Thank you, everybody. That was a lot to kind of get into, but I feel excited about what we saw. Overall, it was worth tuning into the show today for that phenomenal ending. Excited where we go from here. And yeah, there's a lot of great stuff upcoming this month. We still got NXT Halloween Havoc. And then, of course, we're working our way to War Games next month. Plugger here says, I was there, all three great shows. Raw, what an ending. Plugger, congratulations, man. I'm glad you got to see. You got a really good PLE, a solid PLE. Every match was good. And then you got an explosive ending and a pretty decent SmackDown. You got your money's worth, bro. You should be happy, man. You got your money's worth. I think Australia definitely won with these three shows. And honestly, coming off of WrestlePalooza, WWE needed a weekend like this. They needed a strong weekend. These last three shows that they've done, Raw, SmackDown, Crown Jewel, and Raw, were a good way to kind of get people to forget about how did Santi say it? WrestlePasnooza, to kind of get rid of that thought process with that. Yeah, get it out of our minds, bro. Get it out of our minds. We also got Inferno here who says, what happened with AJ Styles tonight? Oh, yeah, he had a confrontation with Dominic Mysterio and had a little moment there with Adam Pearce as well. So that I feel, man, freaking AJ, guys. Like, AJ Styles with John Cena, they truly just had a moment, a matchup that I will never forget. Like, that was so cool to see them at Crown Jewel, and what they did was so special. So yeah, that was basically what we went through today with AJ, and we're still kind of keeping that going with Dominic Mysterio. So I'm wondering where else we go from here. Thank you so much, Inferno. And yeah, I agree with Big Time Baxter here, who says AJ Styles and John Cena was magical. Woo-wee. Yeah, a lot of people have been also wondering if AJ is going to take the title away from Dom. I don't know. I feel like it should be I mean, look, AJ's almost up, guys. His time's almost up in WWE. He's going to retire next year. So if you want an Intercontinental Championship run with AJ, you can go for it. Penta can maybe take the Mega Championship. I don't know. We'll see, but it could still be AJ, especially because they're still considering since they're still continuing this with AJ and Dom. But Dom has a match next week with Rusev. I don't think Rusev's defeating him. If he did, that wouldn't be the best call. That wouldn't be the best call. Alrighty, everyone. That is it. That is our show for today. Thank you so much to everybody who's been hanging out with me on all of these streams, all of these reviews. I hope you guys enjoy them. Next week, Santi will be back and we'll continue our normal post show. So sorry for just having to hang out with me today. Hopefully it wasn't too bad. But hopefully you guys did enjoy it. And if you did, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Leave some comments in the comment section below. Hype this video up. Hit that like button. Thank you guys so much. And I will see you guys back here tomorrow for some NXT coverage. Bye, all.